We're talking about everything, and the song ends. Black Keys, Lonely Boy. That's how we start today. Good morning, everyone. We say good morning to Jim Norton, of course, and Chris Distefano.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I enjoy that song very much.
Did you?
Yeah.
We were babbling through the whole thing.
That's all right. I like the hook.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, who was that? What band was that?
The Black Keys.
Oh, I know them.
Do you know the Black Keys?
Yeah, no, those, you're an idiot if you don't know them.
You might know Howlin' and a few others that were in commercials, I think. Anyway, we were just talking about allergies, pre skin cancer.
Good stuff.
Capiano getting a puck to the nose last night as the Islanders beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first game of their series. Taking Benadryl last night, so I'm a little groggy. My whole left eye closed because the allergy seasons have begun. I think a lot of people could relate to that shit, right?
I sure can. I sure can. Claret, I take Claret and D's. And what happens is with me when I get allergies is I get congested during the night and I snore. So right now I have a swollen uvula. If you know what, that thing. And so it feels like I have a piece of food in the back of my mouth that I can't get out, but it's not food. It's just my swollen uvula.
I know a guy in ISIS I'd like to see fix that.
I understand, though. I got the scratchy throat. Because, stupid me, I had my annual checkup for my skin. That dumb Tom Chiasano, God bless him, because he set me down this road. Because our old boss, who... he was a tough one. He was a tough one to work with. But the point is, he had skin cancer really bad. To the point he was close to checking out, and he came all the way back from it. And that got me checking my skin every year. And I get the pre burned off my body once a year. I got like five new ones on my hand that I got burned off yesterday.
I don't know if I have any. I want you to examine me.
I would know.
In a broom closet.
In a broom closet? I actually would know.
I don't know if I have any.
I knew I had at least two when I was going over there, and she's like, "Yep, you know." So
well, the thing
it's like flaky. It's like how can I explain it? It looks like almost like a bug bite, but it's sort of flaky.
Oh, I don't have any of that.
I think it's what is it? Irregular shaped. If they're oozing.
That's moles.
If they're gray. But I thought you were just talking about skin in general.
Oh, man. If they're oozing, I think you're in trouble.
Yeah, this is melanoma chatter.
Oh. Yeah, I think you're in trouble.
And if it's bigger than a pencil eraser?
Oh, my God, you're freaking everyone out. Shut up.
Look, it's like there's called the A, B, C, D, E's of dermatology.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dermatology or something like that.
You went to school for this?
I didn't go to school for that, but I remember if it's bigger than a pencil eraser, irregular shaped, light gray in color or two different colors, or oozing or bleeding for no reason.
Are you I think that's all moles, right?
Yeah, but what are you talking
if
about?
The moles, but just basic shit that pops up on my regular skin. Huh?
These are moles. What organization? I'm only half for that.
But I walked across Central Park to go to my doctor's appointment, and that kicked in the allergies yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But I got my annual checkup, and this time I showered because I know she likes to take a few peeks at things. And last time I went, I had really bad swamp ass when she pried open my my ass cheeks to see if there was any skin cancer hiding in there.
Oh no, it probably isn't. She just ignored it. Your asshole's probably cancery. She's like, I'm not going in there.
That was last year. Even my wife, she goes, "Did you shower?" I'm like, "Yeah, I showered. I'm ready. I'm ready for this one."
How long on a hot walk day? Like your asshole has a shelf life on a day like that. Mm-hmm. How long from the time you shower before your ass is fucking unapproachable?
I mean, comedically, the answer would be 5 minutes.
But a half hour, 20 minutes?
I've been around you guys long enough to understand that the answer should be a very short amount of time for comedic value.
Or it would be good if it was long, too. If I said, how long after you shower? If you said, about 2 weeks?
Right, but that would work, too. Either way would work. I understand that. I mean, man, I'm probably good for... the temperature was nice yesterday, so it depends on the temperature. 80 degrees. I mean, I start feeling the ball sweat starting to drip.
It also depends what kind of underwear you're wearing. What kind of underwear are you wearing? Tighty whities? You wearing boxers?
No, I go boxer briefs.
Okay.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't know.
What do you wear?
The boxer briefs, or I wear the Under Armour compression shorts.
No, that's too tight.
Too tight.
You gotta keep it a little loose.
So that'll get swamp ass sooner, is what I'm saying. The tighter your undies.
Yes. So I go to the skin doctor, and she's a very good looking lady.
Asian? What is she?
She's just white.
I want this bitch's number. I'm gonna go get my skin looked at.
Yeah. You should. It's fantastic. And then her assistant is kind of hot, and then you're there, and just in one of those tiny robes, waiting for her to open it up
with your freshly clean balls.
It's kind of a nice experience.
I'll take a nice Cialis before I go.
Yeah,
just tell her sorry. Cancer turns me on. The idea of it.
Melanoma.
And I was happy. As I was laying there waiting for that door to open, the anticipation of the door opening, and then I knew I was in good shape down there yesterday.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just enough was happening down there. So I'm like, all right, this is good.
So she checks every single part of your skin, and that's why she checks your balls.
Yeah, she kind of lifts them up a little bit too, because you don't know where that pesky skin cancer could be.
Does she check under your feet?
She did, yes.
Okay.
She had to once again go, you have a little athlete's foot happening.
Oh,
like,
man.
Thank you. I'll give you some powder for that. That's embarrassing.
Oh, speaking of which, why don't you use Tenactin?
Huh?
Tough actin, Tenactin.
No, I use, which one? The Desinex is the best for me. Some of those foot sprays don't work. Wait, was there a joke there I missed?
No, I literally, I was saying tough actin, Tenactin for hours last night, and I tweeted.
Really?
I couldn't stop.
That's hilarious.
I just thought it, like, literally in a Chicago accent for hours in my house.
Commercial, right?
Yeah. And then she's like, "I'm going to give you some peroxide because you got a little acne and whatnot on your butt and your legs." I'm like, "Oh God, they have to study everything," which is kind of embarrassing. They point it out and tell you what it is.
Yeah, what's wrong with you physically?
Yeah, and then she looked at the penis a little bit, and then I'm on my belly, and then she like opens up the butt cheeks to see if everything's okay in there.
She opened up the butt cheeks. Wow,
a little bit, yeah.
I want them split, like really spread open.
Really spread open.
I'd say, yeah, dig your fingernails in the skin and hold it open.
Yeah. Take a good look.
Yeah, like you're peeling back drapes.
I don't think you took a good enough look, ma'am.
Yeah, get in there, make sure there's no cancer hiding in there.
Jesus.
Why don't you get your fingers in there? Make sure there's no melanoma on my prostate.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's check the old Vas Deverns.
So, it was all right.
All right.
And then I got some shit burned off. So I highly recommend everyone gets their skin checked.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart, especially if you're getting a little older now. Mine comes from all those years of caddying, because when you're walking down a golf course, you're carrying two bags, and then you plop your hands right on the woods as you're walking. That's the way to, the easiest way to carry golf bags on a golf course. So the sun just beat down on my damn hands. So I got problems with my both hands every time I go there. So
there's worse places to have it though than the back of your hand.
Yeah, the nose or something.
Yeah, you always see it on your hand.
Right.
But you're not moly. You don't have many moles.
Oh, I got all of them removed.
Everyone?
Every time I see someone with a mole on their face, I'm like, you could get that removed.
Exactly.
Oh, I see one on yours. Get that
moles
off.
I've had a bunch of moles removed, but my mother, when I used to go to the dermatologist when I was a kid, she had a really like bizarre dermatologist that removed like good moles, bad moles, was just removing too much.
I had them along my jawline. I had one on my chin. And I got that shit removed. And everyone's like, well, it's going to leave a little scar, but maybe a little bit, but it's better than that just dark mole on your face.
So wait, this woman would remove moles?
No, it was a guy.
A guy. Oh.
He would just remove them all. He would inject a shot. I remember I had bad acne.
Yeah.
And he was like a lunatic, and he put like a needle in my face to like pop my pimples. And one time he put the needle in my face, and my pimple just jizzed right into his eye.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, ah.
Good for you.
Happens a lot.
But, these supermodels that have, like, a piece of, like, duty on their face, it's the biggest turnoff.
You don't like that?
Oh, God, I hate it.
A small mole, like, can be a personality thing, like a little beauty mark or something. I like that. Like a port wine stain that covers half the face.
Yeah,
I like
great.
that.
You like that?
A girl with teeth like the fucking pirate from Captain Phillips and a nice port wine stain. That's what I want.
Oh, I don't like it at all. That drives me nuts. I don't look at those as beauty marks whatsoever.
What about like an Eva Mendes mole? That's a nice mole.
No, well, I would have to look.
Does she have a mole?
I would have to look at it.
I'd like her if she had like one of those giant neck goiters. I'd love that.
It's not even that expensive to get the moles removed. It's just my thing. I don't like them at all. That one.
That's not bad, mole.
Yeah, that one is far enough from the mouth to be okay. It's the ones that are closer to the mouth that really disgust me.
If you accidentally kissed a mole.
Oh, my God, that would be a bad day.
Yeah, she has. That's a nice little beauty mark.
That one, I got to be honest, that one isn't too bad.
Yeah. There's a fine line between beauty mark and kill yourself, lady. Yeah.
The Cindy Crawford mole always drove me nuts. That one is fucking...
It's a little close.
Get rid of that shit.
That was her signature, though. That was like Lauren Bacall had the fucking gap between her teeth.
Right.
You know, like that was, that's her look.
Yeah. Yeah. I like a nice little gap
in the
teeth.
In the teeth. No, it's cute. It's a nice little look.
I like that. It's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
But moles, man, you come up to me with a mole, I'm going to be bothered.
What about like you see a girl like they have like the missing tooth like in the back? Do you like, you know what I'm talking about?
That's rough too.
That's too much?
No, she does meth.
I like that.
Oh.
Because even when I had absolutely no money, I made sure I took care of my teeth.
Right.
You got to try to take care of your teeth, and you got to take care of those moles. You have to, man. It really is one of my pet peeves. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Well, no, it's
some people don't give a fuck. They got them all over their face, and they just own it.
Yeah.
It's just my thing. Doesn't mean it's right.
No.
Other people probably don't even think twice about this shit.
I mean, moles, and then there's skin tags too.
I have one on my head, the skin tag. I bought tag away. I'm afraid if I put it on, I'm going to disappear. It's this thing that takes care of skin tag. This little one I've had for years.
Can I snip it off?
No.
That's what they do with the skin doctor.
That's cool. When you get a medical license, I'll be happy to let you snip it off.
They pull it out a little bit, and then they take their really sharp scissors, and that's it. You're done.
Right. I'm sure it's fast. I'll go. I just keep forgetting, and Bob Kelly hates it. So I kind of, part of me left there's like a personality thing, like charming.
The thing that drives me nuts about Jimmy is the eyebrows. He will not trim his eyebrows.
I do trim them. They grow very fast. I can't help it. I have eyebrows. They say it's a sign of a boy who's just on his way up the ladder. That's what my mother would tell me.
His eyebrows don't look bad.
Oh my! Go in the light. When I was at his IFC taping, it was a wonderful moment for Jimmy and stuff. But I was staring at your eyebrow.
Oh, did you see him? Oh, good.
Not during the taping. I mean, when we were just talking, and it drives me nuts. I want to take scissors to those so bad.
No, I like them.
I know
they're wild. They're interesting. The conversation started. Hey, how about those brows? I'm like, well, ladies.
Chris, look closely.
Okay,
go sideways, Jimmy, so you can really see him. Can you see them popping out?
How they come out a lot.
They come out a lot.
I trim them more than you think.
Well, I think because they get thinner. They are thinner at the edge, and then they get thicker. So I think maybe it's more of an illusion.
It's the ones that pop all the way out.
They pop out.
I don't get my eyebrows done, but I'm always trimming.
You trim them.
When I sneeze, they move.
I just shave in between my eyebrows. Like I just take a razor and I shave in between here, but I don't touch the brow.
Yeah,
I just I
have to shave between them a little bit.
Do you really?
A little bit.
Oh God, no.
I get some wild hair growing on this body. I don't know.
Very few.
The hair on my body makes no fucking sense. I get the patches on my back and shit, so I have to shave that shit down.
Not on my chest. I have a couple around the nipples just for good measure, just to prove that I'm not I'm not a woman.
Yeah.
But chest is bare and soft.
Yeah.
Feel it.
You want to feel his chest.
Some men can't grow, like my dad still can't grow facial hair. Like he can't grow a full beard, neither can I. And I have barely any hair on my legs. I have a few bullshit sprout hairs in between my chest, and I get a couple that come out my eyebrows.
I want to see Jimmy try to grow. You have pretty much a beard right now.
No, but it's like this is the most it'll go. Like I can't grow like a beard. Like a real beard.
Right.
I would love to see Jimmy try to grow something.
Nah, I don't, because it comes in gray now. So it's like you don't want more of a reminder you don't want to see.
It's salt and pepper.
Can you grow a full mustache?
I've grown them a little fuller, but no, never really. It'll be a wispy, cancerous mustache. It would never be good.
Really?
No, I'll be like a 15-year-old trying to grow a mustache.
Oh, I see.
Like a kid trying to get into a bar when he's 15. I just can't do it.
Looks kind of like just soft hair and
a
bit on the dirty side.
Not a good stash. But your feet, what kind of powder did you get for your feet? What'd she give you?
Tenactin?
No, that what she gave you?
No, Desinex.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, I'm just wondering.
You want to say it again?
I can't help it.
Okay, say it, please. Please say it.
It was
Can you say it in your accent?
Well, I thought I would only say that's tough acting, connecting. For hours.
Why?
Because I was just packing up boxes, walking around the house, and I couldn't stop saying
By
it.
yourself?
Of course. The echo of my inability to maintain human relationships.
That's awesome.
Neighbors are probably like, I can't wait till he's gone.
Who is he? He's not even from there. That's tough acting, connecting. Hours. Mental illness.
I got John Madden saying it in a 1994 commercial.
John Madden got paid to say it, and he said it in his normal accent.
Let's hear this.
Boom! Tough acting, connecting.
There you go. That's fine.
Yeah, you got to get the English version.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that is. Over and over again, huh?
Just alone.
Tough acting, connecting.
Did you do the boom part too?
No, I forgot about that. And I wasn't saying tough act. I was saying that's tough act like you're describing it to someone. As I'm emptying out drawers and putting them into boxes.
Yeah.
Do I want to keep this or throw it out? That's tough acting, connecting. Throw it out.
I miss seeing good old John Madden in the neighborhood.
Is he dead?
He doesn't walk around anymore. I used to see him walking around the neighborhood all the time. He was a bit on the grumpy side.
Yeah?
Yeah, he loved this place called Sitto that I go to from time to time. A tiny little Mediterranean joint, nothing special.
Is he a big guy, like tall and huge?
The chicken plate type of place. Yeah, he's definitely a big dude. Very, you want to talk about eyebrows. Wow. Up close, those things are fucking amazing.
Really?
What he has going on. Yes. So then I walked back across the park, back home, and then the allergies kicked in. Stupid me.
Damn.
Closed my left eye. I had to do a little Benadryl action last night.
You try Claritin D. I feel like maybe that's been working for me. Well, everybody's got their own thing.
Well, I wrote my pal Dr. Steve because the problem is you don't know what to take, and you start sneezing. You got the itchy eyes, and all, so you just start taking everything.
Yeah,
and then you're all sorts of fucked up and woozy. And then it turns out, no, you're supposed to take the Singulair in the morning, then you take this at night, and then if it's really bad, you take Benadryl. I don't know. So I got to get my allergy plan together.
Yeah,
just like everybody else out there.
It's bad. They said that. I told you. They said that it's going to be the worst allergy season on record.
Really,
Chris Cimino. Weatherman said that.
Good old Chris Cimino.
Good old Chris Cimino.
On the way in, then they're talking about if you want to, try to keep your allergies down, you got to eat more fruits and vegetables.
But you eat your fruits and vegetables.
I think all that's garbage.
Yeah.
They probably knock it down just slightly to the point you would never even notice. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Absolutely. So why was my eye fucking shut yesterday?
Right. Pollen and ragweed. Those are the two things. You got to find out which one it is. Is it pollen or is it ragweed?
Oh, I went to an allergist.
What'd they say?
Well, he cared more about the radio show because he recognized me. So I'm like, we could talk about the stupid radio show after you tell me what I'm allergic to. Yeah. My whole arm is, you know how they do that, all the needles? They do a tray of needles now, so it's just like, bam, and they hit you with, 16 needles at one time, and then they go, all right, we'll do another spot over here, bam, 16 needles. I'm guessing 16, but it was about that. And then I'm watching all these things just start swelling up, and I'm like, all I care about is, all right, I'm finally going to find out what I'm allergic to. And he's babbling about the radio show and what he likes about it. I'm like, fuck, we could do this another day. I'll come by your office. We'll have coffee. And then he's like, oh, yeah, you're allergic to everything. But anyway, so you and Jimmy,
So he can't give you any medication? He just tells you you're allergic to everything and then go fuck yourself?
I gave up on the guy.
Oh,
but I mean, he finally told me, and it's pretty much everything. Dogs, cats. The big ones were grass and trees.
16 needles,
something like that.
Such a good Molly Ringwald movie.
Look it up. Give me a little Google image on that. How many needles is it? It's all the way up your arm, from your wrist all the way up to your elbow, pretty much on the inside. They just hit you with stuff so you can figure out what you're allergic to. You don't put 16 needles in, because that was me just guessing.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
You're such a literal Googling boy.
Yeah, allergy testing, Google images. That's pretty good. There you go. Yeah. See. So they pop you with all those needles, and then whatever swells up, they know you're allergic to.
Looks like a board for one of the. What's the stupid game they have in Cracker Barrel, which everyone puts their filthy hands on that I won't touch? Where you take the little fucking golf tees and you put them in the little pegs.
Oh, right.
The hole. What's that called?
I know what
Besides
you're talking about.
Shitty game.
And you have to jump over them, and then you can take that peg out.
My grandmother and I used to play that when I was a boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It brings back memories.
It certainly does.
It's the triangle. And then if you jump over one of the pegs, you can remove that peg from the board.
Who wants to? All these kids with their fucking dirty, cold hands. Ugh. That's what you want to do right before you eat. Touch a game thing that every kid in the fucking who sits there touches, coughing.
Once again, Jimmy, does not make sense because you're into some other things that are way more dangerous.
That is very true.
Than pulling a peg out of a stupid triangle thing at Cracker Barrel.
You could actually describe it as that. But I mean, for me at least, there's nothing you have to Purell here. You know, you can't just put a little tough acting, 10 acting.
Oh my God! Someone keep track, please. Go back to the allergy test. So then. Yeah, they hit you with all those needles, and then it looks like you got like stung by a bee or something, right?
Right.
And then, like on this guy, 4, 7, 9, 10, 8. Wow, most of them are blowing up.
Wow.
And if it blows up a lot, that means you're really allergic.
It'd be funny if it was like fucking Zika, Ebola,
HIV. Give you a little taste.
Hey, did Prince have AIDS? This fucking Inquirer was coming out with a story saying that he had AIDS. Is that true?
What?
It's a question, not a statement.
I'll tell you what.
I was reading Percocet all morning.
I know, but then unless the Inquirer thing was a hoax, like is the Inquirer? I thought I read it on Drudge that the Inquirer is coming out with a story.
I heard that a couple of like 2 days after it happened from a couple of the black comedians were saying that he had AIDS. I was like, interesting.
Wow, they're going with it, huh?
Yeah.
And the Inquirer has had a pretty good history.
Rockstar Prince was diagnosed with AIDS just 6 months before his death, but refused medical treatment, believing he could be cured by prayer. Oh,
boy.
Yeah, keep calling him a genius.
Yeah.
Keep calling Prince a genius.
If you think that prayer is going to cure your AIDS, you're not a genius.
We're going to have to knock you down a peg or two. You're not a genius.
Yeah.
We'll call you an almost genius.
A good musician.
A good musician.
Great musician.
A wonderful musician. But they were talking about the Percocet too. His Percocet OD was so bad that one of his guys had to carry him off the plane. I read that yesterday.
Damn.
And then they got some photos of him leaving which one was it? Rite Aid, Walgreens. They're all the fucking same.
Yeah.
With some packages. Some pills.
Some big pills. Well, I heard something too, maybe it was AIDS, which I don't believe, but that it was probably most likely liver. Something with his liver. Either failing or producing something that shouldn't have and gone to his bloodstream, poisoned him, died.
Well, if he's taking that many pills and Percocet and stuff, that will damage your liver, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
So,
of course.
I don't know. It's pretty obvious that he was into the Percocet. That's becoming obvious now.
Also, you couldn't really imagine Prince old, you know? Like, I couldn't imagine him being like a 75, 80-year-old guy.
Really?
Same thing with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but you couldn't picture him almost 60 either.
Yeah, I guess.
And
when Michael Jackson died, I think you looked at Prince like, oh, he's the guy that, he will live on.
Because he's small. He seemed like he didn't have any heart problems because you're a little guy. You're not carrying around an extra weight.
And the rumors were he was a very healthy guy in general,
Right.
He wasn't a big partier, but then again, this Percocet thing seemed to be a little sneaky thing.
He had all different kinds of mustard. That he was obsessed with mustard, and he used to drink yak milk, I read.
Oh, God, really?
Milk from a yak.
Oh, boy.
Yep. And
I enjoy mustard. I love Prince and I would have got along so well. Yeah. Do you like the crushed stuff? I don't know if I like with the little mustard seeds. I like whatever his voice sounds like. I love his mustard. I love mustard. And
then they said he used to eat Dunkaroos, too. He had a stash of Dunkaroos always. It's a weird fucking food guy.
Well,
what's Dunkaroos?
It's like the cookies that you have, like the chocolate or vanilla frosting.
Oh. God, how did he stay so slim? I wish he was alive. Mustard, and I have Dunkaroo questions.
Look at this.
I thought those were pants.
Yeah. Oh, the cinnamon graham Dunkaroos. Oh, where like the frosting, whatever, was in a separate part.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it just meant you dunked it in dumb milk.
Yeah, you dump it in a little treat?
Yeah, a little treat. Wow, Dunkaroos have not made it into my house yet, thank God.
Really?
Thank God.
This was the snack for me. What we used to do is, like me and this kid, Brian Safuto, we would take the Dunkaroos, and then we would take a little bit of the frosting and put it on the girl's hair who was ever sitting in front of us, and they would have little Dunkaroo frosting tips on their hair for the rest of the day.
Oh, it's just not nice.
Yeah, we were kids.
A fucking bully.
Wow.
In Catholic school.
Did you see Beasts of No Nation? Same type of childhood.
Yeah. Dunkaroo frosting. disgusting versus
You're wild. Chris is wild.
Yeah, I thought declitting a woman with a fucking after burning her house.
Wild.
Her hut was crazy.
I want to know about the what do you mean he loved mustard? Everyone loves mustard.
No, but he was
I love
obsessed.
mustard. Yeah,
he
good
had
for him.
mustards from like all over. They said he had mustard from the fucking Swiss Alps. He had mustard from everywhere.
I wish I could ask these little things. I wouldn't ask him one thing about his fucking tunes. All I want to say is, where did you get the best mustard?
Right, right. Mustard. He was a big mustard. I don't know.
You gotta go with some kind of brown mustard, right? Or do you go yellow?
For my diet, Whole30, the one that's approved is just regular yellow.
Yeah.
But I cheat a lot, and I eat the little spicy brown, just in case no one's
that's a
looking.
good one.
I like French's yellow mustard.
Give us a call. Tell us your favorite mustard.
Prince liked mustard. Wow, it's one of two things we had in common, I found out today. Tough acting, 10 acting.
Wait, one of two.
Yeah.
What's the other thing?
I was joking about AIDS.
Oh, it's,
Oh, God. I'm a little slow today. Benadryl's still wearing off. I'll get there.
Yeah, I don't have AIDS.
Wow, the AIDS story.
Yeah, I read that on the drug list. I was very shocked that the Inquirer is going with that because
I think everyone assumed he was bi, right?
I'm guessing, yeah. Or everyone thought he was gay for a long time, but then he fucked Apollonia. Oh, by the way, Gina Gershon, did you read? Really interesting was she went out and hung out with Prince back when they were doing Purple Rain, and he wanted her to play. What was the I forget the name of the Apollonia's part that he played. That she played. I think he wanted Gina Gershon for when she was 18, and she hung with Prince for the day, but she didn't want to do a nude scene.
Oh, wow.
So she left. But I think he wanted to
have a little action.
I'm guessing he wanted to fuck her, and she said he was annoyed when he left.
She's pretty she's pretty sexy.
Oh, she's phenomenal.
She continues to be pretty sexy.
So yeah, that was actually a really good movie. Purple Rain. I don't usually like those music biopic or like biographies type films, but that was awesome. Clarence Williams III is the father.
Right.
Oh, is he great?
I honestly
wanted to get married, and he shoots himself.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw the movie?
Not within the last 6 months.
Oh, you did?
It was on. Yeah, I watched it.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Yeah. How's the family? Ah! That great Morris Day line.
Yeah. Morris Day in the Time.
Yeah.
I used to love little Morris Day in the Time. What was his big song? The
Just
Bird?
that one song, The Bird.
Bird or something?
Yeah.
Fly.
Oh, Jungle Love. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
What?
Jungle Love.
Jungle Love. Play me a little Jungle Love from Morris Day.
It goes,
Yeah, why were those two connected again? I forget.
Well, in the movie, Morris, I forget why, but Prince played the guy wants to enter the club.
Yeah.
And then there's the big fat club owner, and Morris Day's like the big headliner, and then Prince's father shot himself, and then Morris Day walked by and peeked his head at it. He's like, how's the family? No! He did that laugh.
Yeah.
But I like that they show the moment after. He just kind of, he just stands against the wall like, why the fuck did I just say that? It was really good.
Let me see this. Go ahead.
I saw that in the drive-in theater. There was a girl named Christine who I had a crush on, who was in love with Prince. So I remember she was going. I remember going and hopping the drive-in fence and I think watching it with her and some other people.
Did he get a little action?
No. She's the one who told me one time, I was sitting on top of the shopping carts outside of Bradley's. And I was like a little, and I had such a crush on her. And she's like, I like someone. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, he lives around here. He's got glasses. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, it's John Fiorina. I'm like, oh, cool. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. That shit the worst.
That was the worst.
You were in there for a while.
Very high, my hopes. So she and I were going to date.
Yeah.
She was my girl, my best girl. She liked John.
You were in there, though.
For a second, I knew what it felt like to be a handsome boy.
You were still in there when she said, I like a guy. Lives around here. Glasses.
Oh, I was a Four Eyes.
Oh, boy. Was that a bit of a letdown?
Oh, my God. She literally, it was the Charlie Brown football moment. That's what it was. She was holding the football of love. And boy, did I go to kick it. And I fell right on my ugly glasses wearing back.
Do you remember the time when you were growing up, if you had a crush on a girl, you just assumed automatically, like in your case, that they had to have a crush on you? That's just how it worked.
No, I never felt that way.
You never felt that way?
Never once in my life.
And then
Not in 46 years.
And then then you had the realization, like, oh, it doesn't go both ways.
Right.
Well, no, I haven't had that realization. But I had the other one. The other one I have had. No, I've never.
Oh, man. When
when
I was young and just dumb and stupid, that's how I thought it worked. And you're like, oh, God, it doesn't work that way. Ew.
No.
Anyway, where were we? So Prince. The Prince thing, the AIDS thing, coming out. Who's got that story? National Enquirer, you said?
I guess so, yeah. Is it out today?
Dude, those guys are...
Yeah, it's out now.
Those guys,
We can have it? Let's figure out the old HIV story.
Those guys have been right
a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say on occasion, but more than on occasion, right?
Yeah. They've been sued and I think they've lost too, but they've also been right so much.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the Percocet thing too. So, oh boy, did you hear about Chyna? Chyna was dead for days.
Really?
Oh, was she? I didn't hear that.
For days. And that guy who we sort of know over the years, Anthony. We first met him with Mr. Barry Williams, and he came in here with the film crew. Anthony was sort of Chyna's handler. Mm-hmm. He was the one that picked her up at the airport when she came back from China. Was it Chyna? Chyna was living in China, right?
I think so.
And then, she was only in the States for a few hours when he brought her in here for that big interview with us.
Right.
And he was doing some kind of documentary. Well, he was the one that didn't hear from her for a few days and went and found her dead.
Jesus.
And then everyone is pissed off at him, or at least Tom Arnold. I saw a clip on TMZ because Anthony was saying, well, we were setting up a celebrity intervention show for her or something like that. And Tom Arnold's like, any intervention would have helped. Why were you waiting for a celebrity intervention? Like waiting for some kind of TV element to this or component for her intervention. You could go to maybe TMZ and find that Tom Arnold clip.
And the only thing I can say in the guy's defense is maybe he thought that's the only way she'd go through with it. Hey, if she was going to, be on TV or it was going to further the career, maybe he can get her to do it, and she normally wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I should defend Anthony a little bit. That guy, he seemed like an all right dude.
However, I love Tom Arnold.
The times I've hung out with him here and there over the years.
Tom Arnold is fucking awesome.
In what way?
Just he's so honest. He doesn't give a fuck. He's great, man.
Yeah. Here's Tom Arnold talking about it.
Heineken is served in 109.
After
That's
these
Benicio.
messages.
Wasn't it Benicio del Toro?
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio.
The Antonio Banderas commercial.
You ever see Sicario? It was so good.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Really good.
Yeah. I liked it, but I thought there was going to be a lot more action. Like in the beginning when the fucking bodies are in the wall, I was like, this is going to take off. But then it was like a lot of lull and then boom action.
Yeah.
And then at the end with Benicio del Toro was cool, but I thought it was going to be a little more, to be honest.
Land of Wolves now. It's just a great line.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hey, something I wanted to ask you. I know it's not the greatest topic to talk about right now, but Chyna, the wrestler of WWE, she was supposed to be on intervention.
Right.
Her agent says just before her unfortunate passing.
Right.
Based on your experiences and I'm sure what you've seen of the show, do you think that, not that it means anything now, that show could have been what helped her, maybe prevented her and saved her life, or?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the medical examiner, but an intervention probably could have saved her life.
I mean, even
in general. I don't know about
the show, but an intervention.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
and the show could have even possibly helped. I mean, you don't think because it just seems like I find it weird that the agent would even come out and say that.
It's weird if your agent is making you wait for an intervention to be on a freaking TV show. That's the worst idea ever with addicts. Like speaking as an addict.
Right.
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing for another 30 days. You'll be on TV.
They probably should have gotten the intervention before he got the TV deal.
Because we don't have to. We just have today.
Yeah.
And it's, you'll see it time after time, people, and we all think we're smarter than. We all think we got to figure it out one more day.
Yeah.
It's our last run.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
I really
work out.
It wasn't that bad. It was just
we should get her agent Anthony on the phone. I just looked it up. I thought I had his phone number. I don't anymore. Fuck. Does Roland have his number? He would probably talk to us about this whole Chyna thing and defend himself a little bit on that clip.
Was he in your phone as Anthony Chyna?
It should have been, right?
Right. Yeah, or Chyna Anthony.
Let me try putting Chyna in my contacts and see.
Chyna.
Oh my God! I thought I had his number. Maybe Roland could try to figure it out and see if he wants to talk today. So,
Roland.
Turns out they're already saying it was a drug cocktail. It was Valium and Ambien. Right. That took her out for a few days, and she was dead for a few days before he came over. What do we got here, Jimmy?
This is, I'm guessing, the Inquirer's article.
Okay.
Not very long. It says...
Daily Mail.
Oh, Daily Mail. Okay, thank you. Prince was diagnosed with AIDS 6 months before he died and refused treatment because he believed God would heal. Like, look, if you believe in God, I've been thinking a lot about Christ lately. Mm-hmm. If you believe in God or Christ, that's great. Like, but if you really think that he will heal you from not getting medical treatment.
Yeah.
You're a dumb motherfucker. You're stupid.
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid if you think that you don't have to go to the doctor.
Right.
Anyway,
some of that praying stuff does help people.
Terrific. Do that if you do that with, I'll never fault anyone for praying while they go to the, faith moves mountains, but bring a shovel. You better fucking go to the doctor, dummy.
Well, you might as well take advantage of all your options. If you have a really good faith, all right, then you do some of that praying, but you also go to the best doctors because you're worth, depending on the source, at least $150 million.
Yeah. And plus
go find the best doctor.
Yeah. Prince was suffering from AIDS before being found dead last week and refused treatment because he believed he could be cured by prayer. By the way, if prayer was going to cure you, wouldn't that same fella have prevented you from getting it? Boom. Fucking stop it. Purple Rain singer, who was a Jehovah's Witness, was diagnosed with the crippling condition 6 months before he died. Sources have told the Inquirer. They said he weighed 80 pounds by the time of his death and was preparing to die for a little while. Wow. A source was not identified by the Inquirer.
If you're less than 100 pounds and you're in your 50s, you're very sick.
Yeah.
All
right, but someone could back that up because he had some kind of, he had a whole bunch of people at his place only a few days before he died.
He was a little fella, built like Adolf Caesar.
Well, didn't he do 2 90-minute sets like a couple of days in Atlanta right before he died?
So a lot of people would have said, yeah, he looked really thin. 80 pounds
that's insane. That's emaciated.
I envy that.
Even though you're 5'2", I think he was 5'2", something like that.
Yeah, 80 is light.
Can't you cover that up, though, with the outfits that he would wear?
Yeah, he looked like he was 240.
I don't know, maybe.
Giant purple jackets and boots. Big hair.
I don't think you could cover it up in the face, though, man. That's
gaunt.
That's gaunt.
A source who was not blah, blah, blah. Okay, he was... doctors told Prince his blood count was unusually low and his body temperature had dropped dangerously low, below the down to 94 degrees. He was iron deficient, really weak, and often disoriented. He rarely ate, and when he did, it all came right... Oh, he was vomiting. He had a yellowish face. The skin on his neck was hanging off, and the tips of his fingers were brownish yellow. As I'm talking, I'm examining my body. This comes as sources close to the investigation to his death claimed that he had prescription painkillers. According to the Inquirer, Prince was diagnosed with HIV back in the 90s, but it developed into AIDS towards the end of last year. They go on to claim that the singer became addicted to opiates, Percocet, because he was using to dull the pain he was suffering in the last months of his life. Oh, wow. They said he died of influenza, an infection that would likely have proved fatal if his immune system had been decimated. Days before, he was found dead in a lift. He had been seen making runs to a pharmacy to pick up bags of prescriptions. An employee at Walgreens said, "We were all just shocked that he came in last night looking so beat. We said, we're praying for you." He said almost under his breath, "Maybe if you prayed for me a year ago, I'd be different right now." Then he waved and said, "Thanks anyway."
Wow.
Maybe if you had gotten, whatever. He was going for treatment. He was taking his meds. What can I say?
And that's very treatable.
That's a pretty detailed...
But it's very treatable these
People still die of
days.
it.
Yeah, sure.
There's something called PrEP, which supposedly helps prevent HIV now. I've heard of it. I've never seen what it is. I don't know exactly what it does.
Well, yeah, I have a buddy who's gay, and he said he takes that HIV he takes an HIV medication every single day. That if he has sex with someone who has HIV, he's got like a 99% chance of not getting it. And it's a pill every single day, though.
Why wouldn't everybody take that every day unless you're married?
It's available. He said it's available. Like most people in the gay community take it.
Probably really expensive, I would assume, huh?
That I don't know. I would imagine. But he's every single day takes it.
Is it a prescription?
It's I don't know. I mean, he was telling me about there's these group of people in the gay community that I forgot what they call themselves, but they like if they know you have HIV, they go and have sex, and they don't have HIV, they go and have sex with you because the thrill of getting HIV is a turn on for them.
Bug chasers, they call them.
Bug chasers. There you go. Yeah. So this pill was designed.
But that's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's a real thing that happens in their community.
And then if they get it, are they excited they now have it?
I know. I think they're upset.
How does that play out?
No, I think if they get it, they're like their world shakes.
Oh,
it's about they do ecstasy and look for people who have HIV.
Part of it might be the relief of finally not worrying anymore. That's my guess. Once you have it, no more worry.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but this guy takes this pill every day, and he said it's what happened. What he's noticing is a lot of his friends and everyone's getting other STDs. Everyone's got gonorrhea and syphilis because nobody's using condoms in there.
They'll be reckless.
As long as you take that medication, because the HIV is the only one they care about, I guess. But they have butt herpes and all that stuff.
Butt herpes. Sounds like an afterthought. Great movie. It's like a rom-com.
Yeah.
Butt herpes.
Butt herpes.
I was thinking more of a punk band.
Yeah, this is like a great music band.
Herpes butt.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, well.
So poor Prince. He's a mess.
It's starting to become more and more obvious what happened here.
Damn. I don't know.
I have a toothache. Oh.
You have a toothache?
Yeah, the upper where the gum meets, like the upper part's been throbbing for like a day and a half. Like sometimes you get like a little something caught under there and it just like swells, but now it feels like it's a toothache.
Where the gum swells just enough to drive you nuts for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Those suck. Do you ever break a tooth?
No.
Oh.
I mean, not with my knuckle and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
One time I bit into a bagel and one of my back teeth cracked in half. The pain, I don't know.
From a bagel?
From a fucking bagel.
Wow. I got you beat.
What happened?
Hummus.
Hummus cracked the tooth?
Yes.
What a flimsy little bitch tooth.
Yeah, that is a bitch tooth. Holy shit.
What kind of vegan tooth is that?
It was soft pita, dipped in some hummus, and I bit down and I lost like a nice chunk of my tooth.
Oh, shit.
Had to get a crown or whatever the fuck they are.
Excruciating pain or no?
Nah, not really.
See, on mine...
I think that tooth was on its way out to begin with. I think it was pretty dead.
Dude. Yeah, because you maybe didn't hit the nerve. I guess it just chipped, it seems like.
What's that?
It was a big, what's another word for?
Cock?
A big piece.
Yeah.
Yes. Came undone. That led to my first and only root canal.
Yeah. When I was a kid, the first two teeth that I lost, I swallowed by accident. So my twice in a row, my mother had to look through my shit to find the tooth, clean it off, put it under my pillow for the tooth fairy.
Poor woman had to wipe semen off a tooth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good mommy.
2 teeth. Yeah.
My mommy's not going through our shit to find our baby teeth.
Oh, really?
No. There's no way she would have done that.
Yeah.
But
my mother went through my shit to find things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd she find?
Nothing. She's rooting for treasure, she said.
rooting for treasure.
Yes. She saved all my gum growing up. She'd root through my duty and take my gum that she has in a baggie. I'm rooting for treasure.
So you would swallow your gum, you think?
For years, yeah.
Really? That was your thing?
Oh, I loved it.
To swallow it?
I loved swallowing gum.
Why?
I don't know. It's delicious.
Is that bad for your system?
Nah.
Probably not.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I finally, speaking of Prince, I finally heard Springsteen doing Purple Rain.
It's good.
Was it good?
Yeah, why don't we play it so we can go eat and shit?
All right.
Can you find that? E-Rock, find a good version of it, though. That was being passed around yesterday on the old Twitter. I gotta tell you, man, Garry Marshall was in here yesterday. That coat thing, that coat video, I love. Garry Marshall's 82.
Okay.
Slowing down a little bit, but he's still very sharp. He's been doing our show. We're lucky enough to have him. He's been coming in here, I don't know, once a year for a while now. And, the interview ends and Jimmy was doing something else. And all of a sudden Garry Marshall reaches for Jim Norton's coat and he starts putting it on. I wish we had it when he started putting it on because it's obviously fitting really snugly. And me and Paul are against the wall, and we didn't have the heart to tell him that it wasn't his jacket. I couldn't do it. I would rather him leave with Jimmy's jacket. And
I'm glad he didn't. I would have hated it. Where's my jacket?
I understand all that. And then let him figure it out when no one else is around, like, oh my God, instead of pointing it out. Because there were a lot of people. Sometimes when these heavy hitters come in, when the interview's over, all their people come in. It's a lot of publicists and whatnot.
Put down my jacket, you senile old bag.
So he's putting it on, and it's really tight. And then we start filming it. And then Jimmy comes back in studio to notice that Garry Marshall has his jacket on. And of course, Jimmy wants his damn jacket back. So he's like, hey, that's my jacket.
I said, put down my jacket, you thieving old bag. There's tough acting, 10 acting in the pocket.
So No, Jimmy was nice about it. Like, hey, that's my jacket or something.
And then was he like, oh?
I grabbed him and shook him violently.
Yeah.
And then
jacket down.
My fucking jacket.
Exactly, before I break your jaw.
And then I'm like, oh no, and he takes his jacket off, and he's like, this is my jacket. All right, and he takes it off, and then his assistant comes in with his jacket, and the big reveal, he has the exact same jacket as Jim Norton.
Wow!
So we all breathe a sigh of relief that he's not going senile.
I said something to him about it, like I was glad that he wasn't losing. I don't remember what I said. But
what you said was really funny. You referred to him bowling instead of playing softball, but we were all relieved because it wasn't it was exact. It was he had the exact jacket as Jimmy, and then everyone pointed out, wow, Jimmy has the same jacket as an 82-year-old man. No, but the 82-year-old man still has a hip jacket.
Yeah, so yeah,
it was a North Face, a light North Face black jacket.
It's a good jacket, yeah.
So I think we tweeted out the video on Opie and Jimmy on Twitter if you want to check it out. But oh my God, we were very relieved when it turned out to be the same thing. You got the Springsteen as we're going to break?
Yeah.
All right. What do we got? Chris Distefano, I know you got Uncle Vinny's this weekend.
Yep, Uncle Vinny's Friday and Saturday, Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
And you got Governors, huh?
Yeah, Governors, May 13 and 14.
I might have to go to Governors and
come out, man.
I haven't been to Governors in a while. That's May 13th and 14th.
Yep.
And then it's Chris D Comedy on Twitter and ChrisDComedy.com for everything that Chris Distefano's doing. And then you got Jimmy Norton
in town all week. Thursday the 5th, Rams head in Baltimore, and then Friday the 6th, the Bethlehem, PA Sands Hotel. We're getting a lot of emails from people going to that show. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
At the event center. The 26th, I'll be in LA at the Novo. It used to be Club Nokia, but they changed it. I guess it was taken over. And the 27th, I'm finally going back to Vegas, the Mirage Hotel and Casino, the Terry Fedor Theater. And then June 11th, West Hampton Beach. It's my first time performing in the Hamptons.
Jeez, you got some good dates coming up.
Those are nice. And then
really
some other
dates.
Ones added. We're adding a bunch.
Right.
I just don't know exactly when.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm happy.
The tour continues. Very nice.
I have to. I can't pay my bills if I don't.
Very nice. And the other, we're doing videos every day. We're really pumping up the video element. Paul did a great job putting the highlights together from day 2 of our Austin Moon Tower Comedy Festival live show we did down there in Austin. So that's out there too. I guess you could retweet that as well, so that make it easy for the people. But
I missed a good one.
It was awesome.
It seemed like I was in fucking Poughkeepsie.
The 2 shows were a lot of fun.
It seemed great.
On the second video, day 2, you got Jimmy Carr just killing it, and Jim Norton and Mark Norman, and who else was Jesse Joyce, Kurt
Joe
Metzger.
DeRosa, I saw.
He was day 1.
Brad Williams,
Joe List. I'm thinking of the day 2 guys.
Sean Donnelly. Is that
Sean
day 1?
was day 1.
Dennis Hastert got railroaded.
You keep naming the day 1 guys.
I'm sorry.
I want the day 2 guys.
I don't know the day 2s.
Dennis Hastert.
What?
Podcast.
What about the podcast?
Say it before we go to break.
Oh, that's good.
The podcast, the Opie Radio podcast on iTunes. This week, Dave Navarro stuck in the elevator. His Morning Sun documentary and discussing other documentaries. Oh, that's a pretty good podcast. Go to iTunes and subscribe and review. It's the Opie Radio podcast. Right now, we got a little Bruce Springsteen doing a little Purple Rain. We'll return.
On with the show.
On with the show. Yeah, I had to extend that break because I had to make what we call in the business some poo.
Some poo-poo.
And then E-Rock's all bothered because I don't wash my hands after I poo.
You don't?
No.
That's terrible.
Unless I get a little action on my fingers. Why would you?
Because
the toilet
you get
paper's
the essence on your hands.
No, you don't. The toilet paper's in the way. Washing your hands after pooping is overrated.
Now I'm just looking at you twirl that pen in between your poop fingers.
That's terrible. Shit, you got to wash your hands. If they're pissing, I won't wash them because I piss all the time. But
why, though? What happens? You got the toilet paper. You got a whole bunch of toilet paper between your fingers and your butt, and nothing gets on my... If
you're touching the toilet handle, you're sitting there, you're touching stuff. It's just disgusting.
Tough.
You're eating right after it.
Yeah, it's fecal matter.
It's tough to not wash your hands after a poop.
After you shit, you should always wash your hands.
Yeah.
So you would know. You would know if there's poop on your... See, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You good?
Yes, I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. And then after you touch your dick, you're supposed to wash your hands. That's dumb, too.
After your dick, I agree. You don't. But after
your penis
shit,
is the cleanest part of your body.
I wouldn't go that far. But I mean, after your shit, I think
it's the cleanest part because it's not shaking hands with people. Your hands are pretty dirty.
I read something once where
you're making your penis dirty. Is what you should wash your penis after you take a leak,
or just wash your hands before you piss.
We eat
so you have to wash your dick in the sink at work.
Yeah. Well, I was just going with a dumb fucking. You're right though. But that is the truth. I mean, if you really think about it, you should be washing your fucking penis after you pee. That's what's getting dirty.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What rock?
No, it's just disgusting.
No, really? You want to talk about disgusting?
Yeah, not washing your hands after you take a shit, and even peeing. I know Jim disagrees, but after both, you have to wash your hands.
Peeing doesn't bother me, but the shitting, after you shit, you touching the fucking handles.
Splashback that you may not even know.
Of course.
Splashback where?
On your back of your hand or whatever. Oh, you on the urinal.
No.
Not as far away as I understand.
That's for fun.
Yeah, big pecker.
No, drops his pants and stands as far away as he can from the urinal.
Kurt Schilling is fighting back, by the way.
Yeah.
I changed the subject just because he popped up on the TV as we were talking about that.
I sent you that screenshot last night. Did it?
Yeah, you did. Do we have that actual story? We bumped into Kurt Schilling yesterday.
He said some of the biggest racists work at ESPN.
Right.
Where'd you see Kurt Schilling yesterday?
Here.
Oh, shit.
And he remembered me.
Nice.
He got all excited when he saw me. It was pretty cool because we started our careers together. Very different, obviously.
Yeah.
In Rochester, New York, he was playing AAA ball with the Rochester Red Wings, and I was at WCMF with Brother Weeze. And Kurt Schilling loved his time in Rochester. We all hung out and drank a lot of beers together. And he loved doing Brother Weeze's radio show. And then after the show, we'd all hang out on Weeze's boat. Weeze would have this boat just docked, and he would never take it out in the water. We would just hang out and play tunes and drink beers at like 10:30 in the morning. And Kurt Schilling just loved that.
And this was when he hadn't even gotten called up to the major leagues yet. He was in AAA still.
AAA, but everyone knew it was just a matter of time. His fastball back then was ridiculous.
It was insane.
And Rochester's a small town, so we would all hang out. And yesterday, Jimmy saw it. Tell him, Jimmy, you saw it.
Here's all I remember about yesterday. I went in, I met Kurt Schilling.
And Jimmy fucked me, by the way, as I'm getting to say hi to my old friend.
And we took a photo, and he was very nice. And I said, my fiance would like a photo with you. He said, okay. And Opie didn't hear me. So then he just walked over and started talking to him. So the whole fucking time, Schilling thinks that Opie and I are a gay couple.
Our Moes.
Yeah. My fiance. He was delighted.
It made me laugh. He gave me such a hug, it kind of hurt, though. He almost pulled my neck or something.
He's a big guy, right?
Yeah.
He's a very strong guy.
He was cool, though. He totally remembered. I wasn't even sure he was going to remember because I haven't seen him in a really, really long time.
I don't even necessarily agree with his take on things, but I like the fact that he says what he wants to say, and he should be allowed to. He's not doing anything wrong by just giving opinions that aren't popular.
I completely agree with you.
Or are only popular with some people.
Right. Well, no, this is, we said it yesterday. There's a lot of people think just like Kurt Schilling does.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And that's okay as long as you're not, being physically violent to these people.
Yeah.
And completely, I don't even think what Kurt Schilling said was hateful. It's just, his opinion on things.
Right.
So, and now he's saying that, the biggest
racists work at ESPN.
So they're being hypocritical because they know what kind of people they hire over there.
Oh, sure.
But that's like every fucking company.
Yeah, it's clear.
And then everyone fucking makes believe that there's only one animal among them.
Right.
No. He's going to go to Fox Sports. He'll pick him up.
You think?
Yeah, Skip Bayless, the big guy from ESPN.
Why would he do wrong?
No,
sorry.
He's going to Fox Sports. Fox Sports is going to collect everybody now. They're making that push and taking over.
Why would Skip leave ESPN? He had a good gig, didn't he?
Fox Sports must be giving him a ton of money.
Giving him $5 to $6 million a year.
There you go.
And what? ESPN said, "Fuck that. We're not going to match that."
ESPN's bleeding money.
Really?
Yeah,
why?
That's because people are cord cutting and they're dropping ESPN and
no one's watching
cable.
SportsCenter.
Nobody's watching SportsCenter anymore. They built this gigantic SportsCenter studio out in Connecticut. It's insane.
Yeah.
It costs millions and millions of dollars. They're not making money. And if Skip Bayless wants to leave for $5 million, they're like, okay, good, that we can shave that off the budget.
It's unwatchable now, SportsCenter. I used to watch it's fucking unwatchable.
What's wrong? What's the difference?
They try too hard. I don't know. It's like
they have corny
everything. Thank you. It's very corny.
Everyone wants to be the next Stuart Scott,
right? And they're all
doing their corny highlights, and you know.
And then they'll go in for 10 minutes. They'll do a story, or they'll talk about something that's not related to sports about the athlete. And it's like there are shows for that. There are shows to get inside the athlete's life that we all like. Not SportsCenter. I want to hear about the sports. I want to hear what the players have to say. That's where I want to hear the stats. I don't want it to be like this whole big show and production, and people are trying to be funny and they're doing skits and they're showing you memes. It's like there's shows for that. Just show me the stats. And the older generation, I watch ESPN, I watch, SportsCenter a lot, but like the people who are like 20, 30 years older than me, like, my dad, they're like, I can't watch that shit anymore.
It reminds me of This Week in Baseball. Remember how that was a big Mel Allen show, and then all of a sudden it got passed by and no one gives a fuck anymore.
No. Because ESPN took it over. No, that was like the only thing. You watched This Week in Baseball because it was on ABC, I think.
Yeah.
And, that was your baseball show for the week because not everybody had ESPN yet.
Well, and plus you also got information fast.
I love This Week in Baseball.
I did Mel Allen. I did too.
That was the best.
Yeah. But everyone's trying to have their own call, like
catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
Right.
I was good. But I did that in high school. I did sports. I was actually very good. And I just
What was your catchphrase?
It depended on the sport. Honestly,
baseball, I guess.
If you show me a basketball one, I'll show you a basketball one.
A basketball one.
Yes, I called games in high school.
They're all when the older guys came up with a catchphrase, it felt a little more natural.
Yeah.
And it just sort of came to them. Yeah. And all these young play-by-play people and the SportsCenter people, they all feel like it's
terrible.
And it's like obvious casting where it's like you have one Latino, one white woman, one black guy, one white, and none of them really even know what they're talking about. It's just it's stupid.
Yeah. And they give you like fucking points that you don't need made as a sports fan. Yeah, they just gotta they gotta get the ball in faster than the other team. Shut up.
The only guy show I can watch on that entire network is Dan Le Batard. That's the only guy. He's fucking honest,
mean-spirited,
and he talks honestly like they were 20 years ago. He's good. Le
Do you
Batard.
like when they say blah blah's at the dish?
I hate it
instead of the plate.
No,
because
Erock or Roland.
Yeah,
Sorry,
or going to head into the diamond.
See, they're fooling around with everyone else used to say plate, so they say dish. He's at the dish.
No, I don't like that at all.
It's horrendous.
Unless they're referring to me as Dishy because I'm a teen idol. Give me a basketball thing. I'm trying to share my call in high school for the love of Eve.
What, you just want any basketball play?
A basket, yes. I did this in high school.
Like a clip?
Yeah. Yeah. Not on a catchphrase, just a shot being made.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Let's.
I did local high school radio when I was a kid. And I was really good, and I just didn't do it anymore. That's not a legendary shot, just a regular one in the game.
You just want a regular shot.
I've never had so much trouble having a sweet boy Google.
Shooting
sweet boy Google.
Basketball shave you with a Kaiser blade.
Basketball.
Kaiser.
Highlights. All right. A little highlight package. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Top 100 plays of the 2015 NBA season. with a 30-second commercial that we can't click out.
I just wanted a basket being made. How hard is it? High school.
This was supposed to be a quick throwaway.
Quick thought, and now you're on a Google loop. Do you want Jabbar? I don't give a fuck. Home or away uniform. Give me a purple.
Just any fucking play, man. High school championship game you went with.
Another advertisement.
All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be the one, though. I can feel it.
Really? We still got to wait 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Another ad we can't click through. Oh, the fucking Golden State Warriors didn't need Steph Curry last night.
Hell no.
They beat him by what, 30 points?
The Rockets wanted to fucking go on vacation. They don't want to be in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Jim.
All right, here we go, Jimmy.
I'm bored. I don't feel like doing it anymore. Let's see.
Here's Bacon finding his way.
Oh, he missed the ball. There it goes. Oh, out of bounds.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. But I just, there's nothing happening. And he's coming up there towards the paint. Can you show a basket?
Well, Jimmy.
There it goes. Up in the air. Off the ridge. Throws the ball. There they go. Dribbling all the way up.
Well, Iraq chose.
It's just the middle of a game somewhere. No. Hope-a-Rooney!
E-Rock chose to give you the entire. This is the entire high school basketball.
Yep, man, there it goes, and it's up off the paint. Oh, shoot. I would only do the baskets. I was the color guy.
Oh, I see. You didn't have to do the actual
No,
play-by-play.
I just did it. He can't find it. Oh, it's off the thing and caught. Here he goes. He's making a free throw. And missed.
I've never seen more misses.
Not at all.
It's.
I want to hear your catchphrace again.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
That was high school?
Yeah, I was doing that in high school. I still do that whenever I watch a game. That's why no one watches basketball with me. I have a catchphrase. I want to work for ESPN.
You should just go into bars and do it when games
Oh, I have. Believe me. And he's up for the three, and it misses. Why wouldn't it?
A lot of misses.
And the miss.
It's a high school championship game, and they're
what was the
missing
final
a
score?
lot.
2-0. Fucking.
These kids are good. These are the best schools in the country.
I'd hate to see the worst ones. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
They're missing.
All right, let's. Nothing's happening there.
Well, we could find a basket. We could do more catchphrases.
I know, but he chose to a video of the entire game.
E-Rock.
Damn it.
You couldn't just find one lousy fucking.
Yeah, and he's going up and
he
a foul.
fell down.
I mean,
Fell down.
this is literally the worst thing I've ever seen.
He fell down.
This is horrible. This is like playing keep away.
Yeah, it's just, it's not good.
Fell down.
Now it's a timeout. Forget it.
We can't find.
Forget it.
Look at this. He fell down again.
What the fuck's going on?
What is this?
I don't know.
This sucks.
Now they're just
Find a basket, Eric.
He's panicking.
He's panicking. Sweating.
Now it's another timeout.
Can't you just find
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Hooperoonie?
Hooperoonie? That's his catchphrase.
It's very good.
All right.
It was very good. I want to be on ESPN.
Was basketball the only sport you did?
Nope.
Oh. And there's
another Hooperoonie.
Very good.
Well, he didn't say it right.
Oh, sorry.
Huh?
He didn't say it right.
What did he say?
Hooperoonie!
You got to yell it?
You got to yell.
Enthusiasm.
All right, what
Get all
about
sports.
There's a Hooperoonie.
Yeah.
You missed one. Just missed a Hooperoonie.
I'm busy.
Here's the replay of the Hooperoonie.
Hooperoonie!
Okay, now we're on to something.
People
now
go crazy.
Now
with
it's
my catchphrase.
halftime in this video.
Yeah. 26-33.
The video is an hour and 46 minutes that Eric chose for the Jim Norton bet. It's the entire game. So yesterday, I would have to say Trump won. Two big things happened yesterday on the campaign. What happened? Two big things happened on the campaign trail yesterday.
Okay.
You had Cruz announcing his VP, even though he's out of the race.
Yeah.
Yes, he.
Which is, and then he picked the stupidest not the stupidest person, the stupidest.
Yeah.
The stupidest
Seabiscuit. He picked Seabiscuit.
Right,
fucking Carly Lord Farquhar face Fiorina.
No one likes her. Why would he pick her?
She looks exactly like Lord Farquhar from Shrek. Have you ever seen? You know who that is?
Oh my God!
She looks exactly like Lord Farquhar. John Lithgow's character from Shrek is Carly Fiorina's fucking face.
Holy fuck! That's a good call.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, "There she is."
That's a good call. That's a very, very good. Yes.
Right? Isn't that Carly?
Yeah. That's pretty good, man.
Thank you.
You might have to do a little split screen on that action and tweet it out. So he picks Carly Fiorina yesterday. I don't know who likes her.
No.
And she didn't even do well in the primaries.
No.
She didn't do anything. So what does he do? What is this about, you think?
Well, he can't win, right? Cruz isn't Trump like that much in the lead?
No, he could probably win, but he's a dope, but he thinks this will help against Hillary because they'll have a woman.
All right.
That makes sense. I guess woman.
Wouldn't there have been a better choice if he was going female than her?
I don't know. Maybe he asked people and they said no.
She's just not likable.
No.
I don't know much about her, but I know that he might have asked people and they may have said no.
And then it came down to her.
She sang that song on Fallon. That really won me over.
Oh, remember that? That was pretty entertaining. She sang yesterday.
Ew.
You didn't hear her sing yesterday?
No.
Oh boy, do we have that for the people?
Did she sing "My Running Mate's a Cunt"? And Ted clapped his hands, not knowing she meant him.
You haven't heard this yet. Okay.
Wait, why'd she sing?
I don't know.
Oh, they're crazy.
She was introduced, and then this is sort of how she started yesterday.
Oh boy.
But we've been traveling around the country, and I've come to know Ted and Heidi and Caroline and Catherine.
There's a fuck.
I know two girls that I just adore. I'm so happy I can see them more. 'Cause we travel.
Oh my God. She doesn't stop.
We get to play. I won't bore you with any more of the song.
Oh, Jesus.
But they have 4 verses, Caroline and Catherine. Love you, girls.
Fucking stop.
God, you suck.
Embarrassing yourself. That's the woman you want negotiating and dictating. People don't like Trump. You trust that?
Yeah.
Fucking dealing with foreign policy?
Fucking
How are we going to deal with ISIS? Oh, they're going to shave your neck. What the heck?
What the heck? Well, it's just a horrible choice.
Oh my God.
I'm sure she's a very smart person, but she's... Oh, for Pete's sake.
She doesn't come across likable whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean...
And she also said shitty things about Ted Cruz, another fucking phony out there.
I know. The fact that she looks like James Spader is really beginning to annoy me, too. Old James Spader.
Yes, the old James Spader
Julian
haircut.
gives good head and is dead.
Oh, very nice. Less than 0?
Yeah.
I got that one.
Good one.
I got that one. There was something. Yeah, she had horrible things to say about fucking Ted Cruz during this whole process. And just like fucking Christie, who had not the nicest things to say about Trump, and then all of a sudden, Trump's the greatest fucking thing ever.
Right.
And now the same shit's happening with her. She said shitty things about Ted Cruz. You got one of them?
Yeah.
What do you got, Iraq?
This is her addressing the when they asked her about all the previous statements she made about Ted Cruz.
Oh, all right, yeah. They're all fucking liars in the end. So now she's going to explain her way out of the fact that she didn't believe in Ted Cruz a mere couple months ago? 2-3 months ago? Push play.
I am. It's not playing.
Wow, what the hell is this about? You got to put in a plug-in.
No, it...
Huh?
It just crashed.
Oh.
Jeez.
We had it. Hang on 1 second.
It's from Mediaite. Mediaite.
Well,
and can you find what she said about Mr. Cruz back when she was campaigning against him?
When is it going to be over? Just one Republican versus one Democrat, and then when is it going to just be over?
Is it June? Somewhere around there?
I can't wait for that.
We're getting there.
It's so long.
We're getting closer.
Is Kasich out now?
Fuck.
He's got to be, right?
He's not. He's still in it.
What happened to the Ted Cruz thing? Weren't they teaming up? Like, what the fuck?
That failed, and then Ted Cruz says, I'm going to bring Fiorina as my VP.
That lasted a day.
A stupid choice. Yeah, because Kasich said, no, I kind of still want people to vote for me.
They all seem like a bunch of like they're running around like a bunch of ants trying to compete with him. This reality show guy in 10 months has them all scattering and running around like little ants just trying to pick it. They don't know what to do. And it's fun to watch them collapse. All of them.
Yeah.
All right, so now she has to explain away the fact that she didn't really believe in Cruz a few months back. Here we go.
One of the things I've heard you say on the campaign trail just a couple of months ago is that Ted Cruz is like any other politician. He says what he has to get elected. Today, you said he is who he says he is. So were you wrong in January when you were that critical of Senator Cruz?
Yeah, and that's why I voted for him in the voting booth before I ever had a conversation with him about endorsing him. I went into the voting booth in my hometown in Virginia, and I voted for Ted Cruz. Why? Because I think we need a conservative in the White House who understands that it is the system of crony capitalism and insider dealing that is leap away the prosperity and opportunity and potential of this nation. And I also think we need someone who's going to fight. And Ted Cruz is a fighter. And I have come to know this man. He is who he says he is. He will do what he says. And I'm proud to stand by him and have this fight.
3 more very quick ones for you.
That's why I love Trump. He's calling out everybody on this shit. They're all just liars.
All of them.
A few months ago, she just did not like Cruz whatsoever. And now, she's spinning it, obviously.
Yeah.
She's coming up with an explanation that's a bunch of people will buy. But it's all bullshit.
Trump said something about Mexicans which wasn't sensitive or well thought out. He said a lot of things that weren't sensitive and well thought out.
Yeah.
But this is what you get when someone is sensitive and well thought out. It's a fucking lie, and you know it's a lie. She doesn't like Ted Cruz. She bashed him, or she was lying when she bashed him. One of the things is she was running for president, and she fucking bashed a guy, and now she can't stand next to him fast enough and say, I'm with him.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
Yeah,
that's why Trump is popular. It's stuff like this, which all of them do, and I'm sure he'll do on some level, too. Believe me, he would team up with Ted Cruz if it helped him. But it's just the fact that they are all this person. It's it's kind of nice to see him ruining what this experience should be for them.
You can't change your opinion that quickly. No. And you know, to be fair, Governor Christie did the same shit.
Of course he did, and I like him too.
He wasn't a fan of Trump, and now he can't he's behind him every chance he gets now with that weird look on his eyes of amazement, like, oh my God, wow.
Yeah.
Like he's looking at a Ferris wheel for the first time. Or a corn dog in his case for the first time.
I would say corn dog.
Yeah.
Corn dog.
I'll go back to her trying to explain her way out of the whole I didn't really like Ted Cruz thing.
Yeah. Before they pull me off this stage, first one, is Indiana a must-win for you and the senator? Indiana's very important, and I think we're going to do really well. Donald Trump criticized Hillary Clinton, saying that she is in this, essentially she's playing the gender card. Do you agree with him?
You know, I think Donald Trump clearly has a problem with women. Clearly. I mean, the week we had a terrorist attack in Brussels, he attacked Heidi Cruz. So I think Hillary Clinton sometimes says to people, vote for me because I'm a woman. I would never say to somebody, vote for me because I'm a woman. I would say, vote for me, vote for Ted because you think we're qualified.
But then again, you did say that Ted wasn't shit at one point, so why should we listen to anything you say?
Yeah, it's all fucking nonsense.
Yeah, you're a lot. I can't believe anything she says.
They'll say whatever they have to keep their power and try to get elected.
Yeah. This process is too long. Am I the only one who thinks that this has to change with this it's awful.
I think it started because back in the day, it took that long for these fucking politicians to go from state to state.
Yeah.
And I think they just kept the system as is.
And we also weren't 24-hour news, so we didn't see it.
Yeah.
By the time it got to, you'd hear about it and read it in the paper and they'd do a little blurb, but you didn't see constant 24 hours of this stuff.
Right.
So you didn't burn out on it as fast because you'd hear little updates.
They would take a stagecoach from New York to Philly. It would take a weekend. Yeah. And now these guys are in 3 states in one fucking day campaigning. Yeah. I think that's why it's such a slow process. I don't know. Finish her little dumb video, please.
That was it. She just says she's offended, and that's the...
Where are you at with this, E-Rock? You think it's all bullshit?
I don't understand if he's mathematically eliminated why this is going to help him. And he thinks he's going to get a shot at the convention because Trump won't get enough votes or so.
To stop Trump
delegates, and that they'll just assume that they're going to be nominated by the party. But this is every day there's something, and it just makes him look worse and worse.
Right. Could someone get the firing back at ESPN clip that they keep showing on the news? Kurt Schilling.
That meme picture is great.
Yeah, he might have. He could have.
The person
he could have said what he said without, attaching that picture.
That picture is one of the craziest fucking pictures I've ever seen.
Oh, I love it.
Of a fucking, from the LGBT community.
I love it that he did it, but that's a tough one for the boss to defend against.
Yeah, because that's not...
It's the picture that he attached to his statement on the whole transgender bathroom issue. That's, just imagine one of these big bosses seeing that.
Well, he's proven that he doesn't make the best decisions all the time.
Right. Yeah.
When you look at what he did with the video, he's not the best decision maker. And at ESPN, I think it stinks that he got fired, but you're broke and you got a legit job and you're just being... At least think it through, and you always got to think, can I defend this? I told you, I hate to be in that world, but that's how you have to think these days.
Right.
If you don't want to get fired and lose your money, you have to think, can I defend this?
Yeah.
And then at least have a position where you can defend it smartly, and he couldn't.
Yeah, we used to yell and scream that you shouldn't be fired for all this stuff.
Not at all.
And we always thought that was good enough, but now you got to understand that, of course you shouldn't be fired for having a different opinion, but... We live in a culture now where they will absolutely fire your ass. So you got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind, unfortunately.
And it's like at this point he obviously knew he was on the hot seat. I think something he wanted to do, get fired.
Oh, Kurt Schilling?
I feel like
no, he needs the money.
Yeah, but how can you be any right-minded man in Kurt Schilling's position? This is not the first thing he's tweeted out like that was controversial.
Yeah.
He knew this would get him in trouble. I mean, they're watching him.
Doesn't make the best decisions.
He just always thinks he can win, I think. That's what happens when you're an athlete, right? I mean, you just don't think it's ever going to... you've never lost anything in your life.
Maybe.
Well, maybe he's not seeing the writing on the wall. Like maybe he's one of those guys. Maybe that's why he was a great pitcher. Yeah. Because he's one of those guys that it doesn't see the consequences. He's just like, I got to throw a strike, and that's
insane focus.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you're so in the moment, you're not. Sometimes what's good for you can also be bad for you.
That's
I've said
true,
that
Jimmy.
on many occasions to anyone who would listen. Hopperoonie!
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, and he probably thought he was a bit untouchable.
Sure, of course he does.
He's a star athlete. They're like, oh, come on, ESPN's never going to fucking fire me. I'm a star athlete.
Yeah, they
need
him.
Numbers.
They think that they need him, but...
What do we got here, E-Rock?
This is the audio from him on SiriusXM.
Well, allegedly.
No, it is.
Yes, this is... He was here yesterday, and there was a lot of excitement in the hallways. Let's play this.
This is something that's curious because you waded into this. Your background is coming from the ultimate meritocracy. Now you're at ESPN, where you're being told what to say, how to say it, and it's completely subjective, right and wrong, what you should say. Speak to us about the contrast of those two environments.
I think it was much more a matter of being told what I can't say than what I can, and it was apparent to me, I think, early on that. If you wanted to go off topic as a sports person, you had to go off topic left, or you were going to get in trouble. Some of the most racist things I've ever heard come out of people that are on the air at ESPN. They're some of the biggest racists in sports commentating, and you take it for what it is. So you know who they are. You know what they are. I like the fact that I know who. I like that they are openly, because then you know who they are. You know that they exist. But one of the things I got early on was, like, people would walk up to me, and we had the green room in ESPN, which was, I kind of turned it into a locker room where everything was on the table. You could make fun of anybody's mom and all the things that go with that, like in a baseball locker room. But I had people come up to me and go, hey, I'm with you. I'm a Republican too. And I was like, it felt like,
but they had to whisper,
right? I mean, it was like a deadly serious thing. Like, you didn't talk. Like, religion on the table was a much easier discussion to have than who you voted for.
Interesting.
He also, Kurt Schilling, don't forget, was the one, and I didn't blame him for being furious, but when they were bashing his daughter on Twitter, he had, I forget how he got them, found out who they were, and they both got fired for stuff they were saying online about his daughter. And again, they were just being cunts, vicious. Just being cunts.
Completely vicious.
For no reason. And then he winds up getting fired for something he's saying. I know it's different. He's just giving a legit opinion, and they were just trolling, being scumbags.
Yeah, right.
But that whole,
I think the picture made it really tough.
The picture was, when I saw the picture, I was like, that's the most insane picture of anyone from the LGBT community I've ever fucking seen.
That was just
look at the tits hanging out.
That's just a guy trying to have a good time, though. I mean, come on. I don't know if he's taking the transgender issue seriously if you're dressing like that. I mean, I think that's a guy that's out for a good time.
That's just some of those like mental health issues.
No, that's when Big Pussy was hiding in season 2.
Oh my God.
So
that's great.
Let's this came in again today from Todd from Virginia. We don't have time for your call right now. ESPN is owned by Disney. Of course they fired him.
Sure, that's what it said. It's corporate-owned Disney shit.
But you think Disney would have dealt with the whole transgender issue, let's say, 20 years ago? Would they have been open-minded about that whole issue 20 years ago?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Times have changed, so now a big company like Disney can now be more accepting as far as that issue goes. But 20 years ago, they probably would have looked the other way and said, no fucking way are we dealing with, transgenders.
Yeah.
This transgender issue and the bathroom thing.
Yeah, how many transgender people do they have on the air? On any of these fucking phony networks?
ESPN has one transgendered editor. They said one transgendered editor.
Okay.
He's not on the air, or she's not on the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. But that's what they were hanging on. They were like, we have a transgender, we have one editor in our company of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And I think it's different when you're a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
Like Chick-fil-A, they can say what they want, and Hobby Lobby can say what they want, and nobody can do anything because they're privately owned companies. But when you're Disney and you're
public,
when you're public, you have to please the majority of people.
You got to please the man. Please the man. Are you kidding me? The shareholders, they probably, I would bet a lot of money they agree more with Kurt Schilling.
Yeah.
Shareholders of a big company, really?
Yeah.
Older white dudes. They probably think more like Kurt Schilling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. I'm sure they do. On their personal lives, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go to your call. You just hung up on me, you son of a bitch.
What a dick.
But the media's going after Ted Cruz for saying basketball ring instead of basketball hoop.
He said basketball ring.
Did you ever do that in high school?
He,
No. The only thing was a championship.
Never a hooperoonie through the basketball ring?
No. I'd say these guys are well on their way to a championship like that. They keep making hooperoonies.
Hey, when they say goal, basketball goal.
They do
I
that
never
shit.
When they're like,
say
he hit it through the goal.
No, I say they're making hooperoonies. That's the goal.
I love when they mix up sports. They call like a 3-pointer a field goal or something like that. It's like, really? Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
But anyway, Ted Cruz was giving a little speech or a rally in the gym where they filmed Hoosiers, and he called it a basketball ring
What a
instead of a
square.
basketball
Fucking idiot.
basketball hoop. And the media will not leave him alone on this. And of course, Twitter erupts on this one. What do we got? Like a montage of the media reporting this? What, E-Rock?
I'm going through it right now just to make sure.
What do you mean you're going through it? Let's just play it.
If it's the right audio.
Attaboy, E-Rock.
What do you mean if it's the right audio? It's good.
audio.
It's the Cruz calls hoop a basketball ring. It's the right audio.
Yeah, right now it's just text.
That's right, E-Rock.
Saying it.
You
I'm
stand
trying
up
to
for
find
yourself.
Was there music and just text?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh,
We'll see if
all
this is
right.
the right
There's a Vine video that's like just shows that clip real quick.
Real quick. But what did you have?
It was something from an Indiana newspaper. I thought it had the...
okay. Stop and go today. Oh, my God. Is this it?
I don't know.
Oh, my
Attaboy,
God.
E-Rock.
That's not it.
You probably should know before the show.
That's
My
not
God. It's a big story. Ooh. We'll just sit here and wait, I guess.
Waiting.
The hardest part.
God damn. I fucking
You got it?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, let's play
Wait, did he
this.
attempt a scene? Didn't he do that already? He tries to do these. He stole a movie quote too.
He stole a movie quote. I forget what movie it was from, but he passed it off as
his own.
Yeah, when it was him and Trump going after each other's wives.
Oh my God! He gave him who was it? A Bill Pullman speech or something, or as a president or some shit.
Yeah, like from the Independence Day.
What a fucking square!
I thought he sounded really
cool. That's the perfect way to describe Ted Cruz.
He's the worst.
Fucking tool.
I don't like him whatsoever.
Are you not entertained?
Here on the Hickory basketball court.
Hickory.
And Bruce, who travels with me. Bruce, I want to ask you something. Do you have a tape measure with you? Tell me something. How tall is that basketball rim? 10 feet. You know, the amazing thing is that basketball ring here in Indiana, it's the same height as it is in New York City and every other place in this country.
Oh,
he's saying rim.
He meant to say rim.
He's saying rim.
He said ring.
He said
yeah,
rim.
but he meant to say rim.
Yeah, of course.
He meant that's not bad. I thought he was
that's bad.
No, because
I didn't even hear ring. I just heard rim. I heard him say rim.
He did say ring, but he tripped on the word. Meaning, it wasn't like he said he put the ball through the ring. Like he just fucked up the word, as opposed to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. I know what he didn't look at it and go. There's a basketball ring. I'll throw the ball through.
Right,
but he was saying rim, and ring came out because it sounds like rim, not because he refers to it as a ring.
A lot of people don't really say rim that much when they refer to that either.
Yeah, it's hoop.
They mostly just say
but
hoop.
rim is okay though. How high is the rim? Let me hear that again. That last part. That's not that bad. And I hate Ted Cruz. I don't think that's that bad.
You know, the amazing thing is that basketball ring here in Indiana.
Yeah, he was just saying he was saying ring, but he meant to say rim.
Yeah,
because he was calling. He just said rim before.
Right.
So you knew he was just trying to say rim.
He was trying to say
again.
rim, and then he got confused and said ring.
Just said ring. That's all.
But in Indiana, which is like the mecca of basketball, you need to fucking nail that.
Yeah, but if he had just said that out of the blue, like he put the ball through the ring, I think he should be fucking beheaded.
Wow, really?
Yeah. But that's not bad.
I still think it's bad. Fuck him. And then Trump had good old Bobby Knight. I liked what Bobby Knight said. We got some clips of that. E-Rock.
I think so.
He's the best, Bobby Knight.
I looked him up. I think he's like 76 years old,
Wow,
and he still looks like he could kick your fucking ass.
face in. when he threw that chair across the court.
Yeah,
that was
right.
excellent.
Me and Kenny were doing a gig in Cincinnati or something, and he was in the hotel. We saw him sitting there eating. I should have got a picture with him, but he was with people.
Oh, you should have got that.
He probably would have said no. You think he's like that?
I wouldn't bother him while he was eating.
You should have went for that one.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fucking Bobby Knight.
Yeah,
that's a biggie though.
Yeah,
Bobby Knight.
Are you sure it was him?
No. Sometimes I make mistakes.
Nothing makes me happier.
I thought I saw Anthony Hopkins yesterday.
Where?
Who was it?
In a restaurant. Just some guy that's old.
Did you
get so excited?
I thought I saw Sumner Redstone in the same restaurant.
Really?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Did you take a picture of...
What?
Nothing. Did you take a picture of the guy that looked like Anthony Hopkins?
No.
Oh. All right, we got the Bobby Knight clip.
You folks are taking a look at the most prepared man in history to step in as President of the United States. That man right there. There has never been a presidential candidate prepared to the length that this man is. And let me say something, too. I am not here to represent the Republican Party, and I'm not here to represent any organization that deals with politics. I think the most important thing in the world is that we vote for the best man there is for this job, and you've already met him.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked that he said that he's not representing the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Although, I would assume he leans Republican, wouldn't you think?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he's from, but I mean, all those years coaching in Indiana and then Texas, I would assume he's from somewhere down there.
Right.
I didn't think he coached at West Point, so I think he's all about, like, America.
I think he's Republican, but it's kind of cool that he said he's not representing a particular party, and he just believes that Trump is the best candidate. So
I love that no matter what, he's always got on that fucking sweater, that just old grandpa sweater. Everybody else that when he was working would always be in a suit, but not him. He didn't give a fuck. Always in a sweater.
Is he still coaching?
No. He hasn't coached in a little bit now. Okay. He was coaching last time at Texas Tech, and then he gave the job to his son. But I think now even his son's been fired. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Was his son a good basketball coach? Was he mean like him?
No, his son was a good basketball mind. Yeah, Pat Knight. But I don't. He wasn't as good as Bobby Knight. I mean, you never heard of really Texas Tech coach Pat Knight teams.
Yeah.
I just knew it because they had this show, like a reality show that Bobby Knight did, where he was like, it was called like The Cut or something like that, and they would like try.
Sure, it wasn't I immediately realized I was just saying, sure, it's not about a woman. I'm like, what am I doing? Stop! Terrible improv that would have been.
I would have yes-ended you.
But, no, I know. You're a good egg.
So, obviously, Trump won yesterday.
Yeah.
He had Bobby Knight. That was a real big deal.
Great.
Ted Cruz picks Carly Fiorina for
I didn't hear any. I heard some of his speech, but it was good, Trump's speech.
It seemed like he was just kind of reading, though. I mean, obviously, it was well prepared, but it seemed...
I felt
Did you like it?
Loved it. I felt he was very, he sounded more presidential.
Yeah.
I don't want a guy discussing foreign policy. Like, I like the kind of looseness of it, but it's like, I also want to see what's he going to be like when he's representing the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different when you're running and just bashing everybody.
Yeah.
But when you're discussing foreign policy and things that are going to get people killed, I would like to see you at least feel presidential. And he did.
Yeah.
He sounded like, okay, this is a more reserved guy. This is a guy who's actually thinking through what he's saying. And that part of him, he's containing, and he's literally just saying, this is what I want to say about foreign policy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that he gave I only heard a few minutes of it. It wasn't like he gave a million details, but he did point out how our foreign policy has gone astray, and he's right. Mm-hmm. It stinks. Our foreign policy stinks. We meddle in everybody's business. I love the fact that he wants to stop nation building and stop forcing Western democracy down everybody's fucking throat. It's not our business.
Yeah. Take care of America first, and then maybe we could take care of other countries. I know his main theme is America first.
Yeah, and he's right. Let them do what they want to do because they hate us for our interference.
That's going to be like a secondary slogan for Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
We're arrogant.
Mr. Trump.
We've become arrogant in that we think that everybody wants our way of life.
Mm.
And some of them do, and some of them don't.
Some absolutely do. They need our help and a little push from us.
Sure.
But then you're right. There are others like, fuck, leave us alone. We're good. We'll figure out our own shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be.
But it still seems like no matter what. I mean, of course, Trump seems like he'll win, but it's still. I mean, from what I always watch on, say, CNN, that's what I watch. Hillary still would destroy him. Like,
no, she wouldn't.
Up by millions of votes. What they say, I don't know what's right or wrong.
Well, I mean, all the polling suggests that in a general election, it's still Hillary's to lose.
Right.
But then again, this Trump, I mean, no one was expecting, right. I was going to say half the shit. How about all the shit that's gone on?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is amazing what has happened.
She's there's a lot to go after with her. There's a lot more to go.
The email thing yet, too, right?
I don't think the email thing, I don't think people give a shit about that as much. Voters.
The government does, though.
The government does. Nothing's going to happen to her. I mean, come on, fucking Reagan got away with the Iran-Contra deal.
Yeah.
And she's not going to go down for that.
And if the government cares, they would push their agenda, a little quicker than they have.
Right.
Yes, they're the fucking government. They would push forward.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't
taken forever to figure out the whole email thing.
But she has a track record, and her husband's track record are all up for grabs as Secretary of State. Benghazi will definitely hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of the behavior of Bill Clinton, possibly being accused of rape.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff in her private life. Because he's the ex-president, that would be very, very fair game.
A lot of experts say, though, Trump's got to get the women vote,
right,
and he's got to get the minorities, and he doesn't have either one of those right now,
right?
In mass numbers, anyway.
Sure. I think if he sticks to like what Jimmy was saying, like stop trying to put the Western diplomacy down everyone's throat. I think like you can slowly start to get them, because I think as a country now we all feel like it's obvious why ISIS and why these Middle Eastern countries hate us, because why are we there? It's their country. They're not coming to us to help us,
right,
but we always have to go there. So I think if he sticks to that, maybe I didn't like him, but when I start to hear stuff like that, I'm like, oh, that seems like an easy fix to terrorism, at least here, where it's like we'll leave you alone and then forget about us. We're not involved.
Scares me. He just doesn't have a lot of experience in politics, though.
Right. But
that's why I like him.
But won't he get a cabinet that has a lot of experience,
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to pick
the right guys.
He's got to pick the right guys, smart guys that really know that shit.
Or girls.
That's a good point.
Or gay. Sorry.
I don't want to be. I'm no Kurt Schilling.
And throw transgender in there.
Yeah, anybody from the LGBT community that would like to be Secretary of State.
Throw one of those in there.
Imagine the meme guy.
Throw a Hispanic in there.
Sure.
And a gal or two.
Little Chinese, little Asian American.
Mix it up a little bit. Let's say hi to Randy in Georgia. Randy.
Ooh.
Randy.
Good morning, boys.
Is that your name or an adjective? I'm just teasing, Randy. Go ahead. Welcome aboard.
I was just thinking, I talk to this about my friends occasionally, about the criteria that you have to meet to be able to run for president. And two of the most popular things people know is you got to be 35 and you got to be born in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that doesn't meet the criteria for a president. It doesn't matter how old you are. I'd vote in a fucking 20-year-old autistic child if he fucking had a master's degree in economics and financing.
No, you wouldn't.
It doesn't matter where you're from or how old you are. You got to know how the world runs and how money works. And
you'd want to
Donald Trump in a TV show, dumbass, and then you're some neurosurgeon. Those things don't need to be at a president.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that you have to be at least 35.
Yeah.
But 20 years old with autism.
By 35, you've had a lot of life experience.
I was exaggerating, but you get my point.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I mean, 35 is pretty damn young still, too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I never even thought about that before.
You got the right education for the job. It shouldn't matter.
I could have been president 12 years ago. I just thought of that.
12 years ago.
Should have ran.
I was busy.
I got fucking 4 more years.
I was doing somersaults. I like somersaults. I consider them exercise.
I used to hate somersaults. Thank you, Randy.
Have a good day, boys.
He wants a 20-year-old president, I think. That's what we got out of that.
Yeah. Somersault.
Yeah, young guy. What's skateboarding gonna be the new thing now? guy who can't improv. What's that gonna? The police will skateboard? 20 years old.
20 years. What's the president gonna be on Snapchat?
Yeah, exactly. What's our foreign policy gonna be? Twittering?
Twittering? Hashtags?
Nothing but hashtag for 4 years. Jesse in Texas, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, I like to throw my 2 cents into this whole Donald Trump.
Well, don't expect me to give you 98 back. Go ahead, Jess. I'm just being playful.
This whole thing about, not being a politician being a good thing. I mean, I would want a politician to be part of politics, especially president, the highest ranked politician that, qualified politician. That's like you having actor going in and doing your whole stand-up bit. You had letting the actor headline your stand-up comedy show.
Well, can I say this as the voice of as possibilities? I believe Bob Newhart had only been doing stand-up a few months when he recorded the #1 album in the country.
Yes, but that's Bob Newhart. This is Donald Trump.
No, but no one knew it was Bob Newhart
But I'm
yet.
using your point. Sir.
Yeah.
This is Bob Newhart before he was famous.
Right. Bob Newhart came out of nowhere and became and had two albums on the top.
The top 2 albums in the country.
Thank you. It was #1 and #2 at the same fucking time.
There weren't that many stand-up comedians back then.
Okay. Okay, but I mean, I'm also it's weird because I mean everything that he kind of rails against, he's actually used himself to leverage up to where he's at. I mean, when he's talking about shipping jobs overseas and having illegal immigrants and other people taking Americans' jobs, I mean that's where his some of his money has come in through that.
Yeah.
He's actually used used visas to bring in illegal immigrants, make them, have them here on a visa, which, you could do that.
Yeah.
But doing that, so that way he could pay off cheaper labor instead of having Americans do that job. The people that he's fighting for, those jobs, he's passing them along to somebody else so he can pay them cheaper.
Yeah.
And people have talked about him filing for bankruptcy, which I think that's one of the lowest forms of a way to go.
I agree with that.
Small business. I have my own small business, and I rely on companies to make sure they pay their bills because I don't get paid if they don't get paid.
What kind of small business do you have?
We are a trucking business. So that's another thing about the economy. When you say the economy is low, we see that firsthand.
How do truckers don't do shit in this country? Bunch of leeches.
Holy shit. Truckers, turn off your radio right now. Please. We don't have a job without the truckers.
The truckers, what do they do? Fucking sit on their fat asses all day. Big deal. A chimp could do that.
Oh, my God. Oh, you're still babbling.
So it's like, if you file for bankruptcy, they don't get fucked. They get to keep their stuff. We get fucked because we don't get paid.
That is true. The bankruptcy.
I don't have the money to pay you, but I got the money to keep this lifestyle.
Sir.
I don't know about that rap.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The bankruptcy, I think it's very unfair. Like, there's people who just go broke, but when you're as a business, and you could just go on bankrupt and still keep millions and fuck your creditors because you've said that's terrible.
Yeah,
it's very unfair.
There's companies that use that as a strategy.
It's ridiculous.
Instead of a thing that's really supposed to help people that are in a bad spot. Okay, Jesse, go ahead. Continue with your radio show.
I want to hear Jesse's show.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like I would want a politician, handling my politics. I mean, we're living in a time where shit, it looks like everybody's getting ready to nuke. They're building nuke programs here. They got nukes here.
Where are you from, Jesse?
Texas.
Jesse's Mexican. He doesn't like Trump.
Oh, that's not what it is. Come on now.
I hear the Mexican accent though.
Yes,
what do you got? Like you're half Mexican, right?
I'm full-blooded, but I was born in the States.
God, Jimmy's good. And then after Jimmy said it, I heard it. It was kind of an essay thing happened all of a sudden.
He's like, bro, no, I don't. He's like, I swear I like Trump.
No, yeah, it was when you referred to tractor trailers as people movers.
Nice.
But no, I know what you're saying about bankruptcy, dude. I don't like that either. I think that's really shitty. And Trump had to get out of that. And again, he's like, well, I've used the laws that are in play, but again, that was him being politician-ish, which so many of them do. But I think that's shitty.
Yeah, he had to spin that a little bit. I think your point was, isn't it a bad thing that he isn't experienced? That scares me a little bit, for sure. But then I'm being hypocritical because I'm sick of all these assholes down in Washington. So you kind of want an outsider, but somehow I want an outsider that sort of knows a little more about politics. That's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, that.
I mean, he knows the business game. That's not enough. Everything to put him where he's at. But I would like somebody that, these guys are going, other countries to try to represent us and try to keep peace. I mean,
but
nobody wants to go to war. Nobody wants to send their sons and brothers and daughters.
Name more family members. Jesse named everyone. The uncles, the aunts, the cousins. Anyone else who happens to live with them. All right, Jesse. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, we gave you way more time than you should have gotten.
Jesse.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right.
Jesse just gave up. Fuck yeah. All right, thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jesse. All right, bye. All right. Let's say hi to Sean in Indiana. Sean.
Hi, guys. Hey, Jim, I got a question for you.
And I'll have an answer. I'll have wisdom, sage advice. Go on, son.
Do you wipe your ass?
I do.
It comes from a truck, then. Just so you know.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I only use toilet paper driven by the manufacturer himself.
Or do you get indigenously woven 2-ply?
By the way, I'm getting a bidet in my new toilet. I get one of those stupid Bob Kelly toilets that shoots water into the fucking shitter. Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
But then you have to dry it all up, right?
Oh, it beats wiping it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yes, I do wipe behind me, sir.
I've never used a bidet. Is it good? Have you tried the bidet? I've never used it.
It's a weird feeling, but this is it does clean you out nicely. Yeah, because I like my ass eaten. By the way, for the record,
doesn't it just push the poo everywhere else? Though, look at that thing.
No,
all willy nilly with the water spraying.
No, that's what paper does. You're smearing it.
Yeah,
you're smearing it until there's nothing left. Picture spilling jam on your chest, and then you just wipe it with paper until there's still a whole bunch of jam on your chest.
Cement, yeah.
How about you get some water, and you shoot that, your fucking cheeks open? Bob Kelly sells it better than I do.
Anybody ever get a colonic? I was talking about, really?
Gotten a few.
Is it worth it?
Well, they didn't intend to start out as colonics, but that's what happened. And she, in air quotes, got paid anyway. No, I went for a few times. This guy, Todd Lynn, who died.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oh, you know Todd. Yeah, he used to tell me about that. Todd was a weird health guy. You were like, it makes your stomach shrink, because so I went and did it a few times. And it wasn't bad, it cleaned out I think once in a while it's healthy. People get addicted to them and they do them too much. But right once in a while it's not that bad just to get in there and clean. Although Dr. Steve told me, he said he looks in colons. I just got a colonoscopy. I got a fucking A+.
Yeah.
They look in there and Dr. Steve said most of them are pink. They're fine.
Really?
You don't have shit all over.
Was it uncomfortable, though?
Yeah, it's weird feeling, though, because it hurt. That thing going in your ass hurts. My ass has very little, like a finger, and I'm a hurting Johnny.
Right.
If I'm the only reason I'm HIV negative is I cannot take a finger. So, but they put that fucking, they put that pipe in there. It hurts. But the water going in feels weird. But it does feel like cleaner after.
Well, that sounds like
thinking about doing
really,
it.
Really uncomfortable.
I want to clean out my colon.
That's where I bought that thing that I put my feet on when I shit, because it does raise your legs a little bit.
That's the proper way to shit.
I know.
Yeah, the what are they called?
They're called squatty potty.
Squatty potty. I got one of those. I got one of those. They work.
One of those.
My growing up, one of 7. My mom used to get the cheapest toilet paper possible.
Oh.
When you said,
I prefer that.
No, when you said smear, it brought me right back.
Smear.
That's all that would happen when you would wipe. It would just smear on the toilet paper.
You would have to wash your hands after that.
The toilet paper was so cheap; it was like waxy almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
You can't get anything done. And then we would end up using half a roll. So in the end, my mom probably should have got the better shit. The softer stuff.
Softer stuff.
The more cushiony.
Yeah.
But
I know. I use my daughter's wipes to wipe my ass.
They're
a lot
amazing.
Of times.
Of
They're good.
course.
They're better than toilet paper.
Of course.
Get a wet,
Everyone
clean,
does that.
Do you talk to yourself when you wipe your ass?
Do I talk to myself?
Make it clean, bubbler.
Who's got a clean butt? I stand up and wipe my ass. A lot of people think that's weird.
I've said it many times.
I always stand up. I look at my shit and then I wipe my ass. You're supposed to inspect your poo. You're not supposed to flush.
I start I start sitting down and I make sure, and then I stand up. See
that's a nice move. That's a veteran move right there.
All the goodness on the paper, and then we move on from there.
Mark is early, so we should break.
Yeah, we'll break and get Mark Norman in there.
Marc Maron.
Did I say Mark Norman? Marc Maron. Yes, Marc Maron. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we pretty much did it. That's where we're at with the politics today. Chris Distefano tomorrow and Saturday. Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Then Governor's in Levittown, May 13th and 14th.
Yes.
ChrisDComedy.com and ChrisDComedy on the old Twitter. Mm-hmm. And Jimmy's got new dates popping up slowly but surely on JimNorton.com.
Yeah, no, not this Friday, but next Friday is the Rams head in Baltimore, and then Thursday, and then that Friday is Bethlehem Sands Event Center. And then at the end of the month in L.A., I forget what the dates are, but Chris, my things by your feet. Oh. That's okay, buddy. It's the 26th is Los Angeles Club Novo or Novo Room, and then the 27th is Las Vegas, right. And then June 11th is the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center.
Nice. First time in the Hamptons for Jim, he said.
It sure is, Mr. Fancy.
Hey, I know we got to go to break, but our pal Louis Black already tried out for Michael Strahan's spot, or is that old?
No, it's
okay.
It's the thing he did on the Daily Show yesterday that he would kick Strahan's ass.
Oh. Yeah. How long is this? Is it worth playing into break?
I don't know. I just pulled it out.
Oh, okay. We'll take a listen to that, see if it's worth it. We'll be back with Marc Maron. It's been a while. Last time we talked to him, he just did his podcast with Obama.
I'm doing a town hall with him after as well.
What time?
11 to 12.
Oh, beautiful.
Kelly and Lewis. I wouldn't even watch that movie. She's got big muscles.
All right, we have time. Let's play this really fast. Huh? Mark's a little early. We love Louis Black.
When a news story falls through the cracks, Louis Black catches it in a segment we call Back in Black.
There are only three things I like in this world: cigarettes, liquor, and Live with Kelly and Michael. But lately, one of those is killing me.
On Tuesday, ABC announced that Michael Strahan would be leaving the show he hosts with Kelly Ripa.
I'm leaving this show. And I'm going to go for GMA full time, which is going to happen in September. And it's the same channel. I'm not going to. We need more.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
We'll watch it later.
We'll watch it later.
Fuck that.
Marc Maron next.
Opie and Jim continue. On with the show.
We're back.
Nice.
We got Jim Norton, we got Chris Distefano, and now we got Marc Maron.
Yes, I'm here.
I love when Mark comes by. We used to have you a lot more often when you used to live in New York, my friend.
I know. I'm happy to be here. I don't come back as much as I like to. I think I love New York even more than I'm not living here. Is that possible?
Sure. You remember the good parts when you're gone, right?
Well, you come back if you've lived here before. You know how to engage immediately with the city, the energy and the transportation system. It's like second nature. So you don't have to deal with any of that bullshit of like, how do I get to the, so I just appreciate coming.
You slide right back into it.
Yeah, and then about 8 days max, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
See, that's how I feel about L.A. I love L.A. for about 10 days.
I am not defending L.A., by the way. I'm not comparing the two.
I still think you're a New Yorker.
I definitely am. Or something. I'm definitely an East Coast. I think I'm more connected to New Jersey than I used to be. It's weird. Because my family is Jersey. Yeah. Both my parents are from Jersey. I was born in Jersey. Grandparents, Jersey. Everyone's Jersey.
What part for the people
My mother's from Pompton Lakes, which is Morris County, I believe.
Yeah.
And my father's a Jersey City guy. My grandfather was Elizabeth. My father's father, they were Russian woman. Immigrants. Yeah, he was a lovely woman. One of the first trans grandparents.
The first trans grandparents.
Where in Jersey City is your father? My family's from there too. Like around Journal Square.
No, I don't know the geography of it. I know it's Wegman Parkway. I don't know what Wegman Parkway is. 54, maybe 64 Wegman Parkway.
Okay.
But so Yeah, I mean, that's where my genetics come from. But LA, dude, I mean, it's like, I like my house. I like the little area I live in. But as soon as I get in a car, it's over. It's over. Whatever I like about it's done. And I know that's hacky. I know that people think, like, is he going to talk about traffic? But it ruins everything. It ruins your entire disposition about life.
When you have to get on one of those highways.
Any time of day, though, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Wednesday at 2:30. What could be happening? Why
Everything.
Nothing.
Everything. Because the problem is it's too sunny out there. So as soon as people see the sun, they figure, I got to get in my car and go do something.
But my brain does not function properly because, like, if I'm in traffic, I can't let it go. Like, I'm angry every time.
Yeah.
And then, I get to a point where I'm like, but what if there comes a day where we really have to get out? We can't.
No. Of course.
You're dead.
You're dead. Yeah, you know where to go.
Yeah.
I used to think that here, too, though.
As I got older, I've let the traffic thing go finally.
Really?
Yeah, I used to beat the steering wheel. I did everything. Yelling and screaming. I used to throw golf balls at other cars because they just happened to have them in the glove box.
That's good. That's active.
And I let it all. I know, it's stupid because you never know with this road rage
That's
shit.
right.
But
you're the guy.
I was lucky over the years. But I just let it go one day. Just let it go.
I can let it go. It's the mathematics of it, man. It's just the idea that no matter what, I got to go 8 miles and it's going to take me an hour.
Yeah. It's the time wasted. It's very frustrating.
That's right. It's not like I'm going to be doing anything else but dicking around, maybe making coffee or having cereal. Right. But I'd rather be doing that than sitting here in a car going, why the fuck isn't this happening?
Well, whenever I read a story about a guy getting stabbed in a road rage incident, I immediately get it. Like, I never go like, what a maniac, he stabbed someone. I'm always like, what did that guy do to provoke that fucking stabbing? Because when two guys are fighting, it's never a one. It's just people sitting in traffic and.
I think what happened when I stopped commuting, that's when I'm like, okay, now I'm not in the traffic enough to really be bothered.
So wait, let me understand something. What you're saying is you overcame the frustration of traffic by not being in it. You're a fucking genius. Spiritual monster. Over there.
Look at Marc Maron breaking it down. On what the fuck? I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're absolutely right because I don't like living in New York City. I like the New York vibe, but I used to love getting back out to the suburbs after the day was over.
Yeah.
But the commute killed me to the point that I finally had to give up and live in the city. So, yeah, I guess you're right. But when I'm in traffic now, because I don't deal with it as often, it's not. I'm just okay with it now.
I think about splitting all the time. Like I do it all. I got a place in L.A. and I'm dug in there, but my little house. But I think I don't even know where. But when I'm in traffic, I don't even know where I want to go. I'm like, I got to get out. Like where? I don't know. Someplace off the grid. I always think like an island off the coast of Seattle, or maybe a lot of people go to Joshua Tree, which is ridiculous. A desert, like these people buy property in the desert. I'm like, what are you, out of your mind?
They probably think it sounds interesting to say they did it.
Well, right, but then they get it and they think they're gonna. You're gonna go out there on the weekend with all the meth makers and like lunatics that live off the fringe out there.
I was driving from Arizona to L.A. I saw the signs for the Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
I was a big and still am a big U2 fan, so I'm like, I gotta see Joshua Tree
great
Park.
It's great, right?
Well, I wouldn't know because I got off the highway, and about 20 miles in on this dumb dirt road, I saw a sign. I don't remember anymore. It was about 10 years ago. I saw a sign, 80 more miles. I'm like, I'm not doing this for another 80 miles. I'm running out of daylight. So I actually turned around on the dirt road and never got to see it.
It's a beautiful park.
I didn't plan properly, Mike.
Right. It's definitely a beautiful national park, that Joshua Tree. It's really stunning.
And people live there?
Well, there's a little town there,
Just a little
beat up town. People buy property for a nickel and they get a house, or they get a big idea that that's their retreat in the 110-degree weather.
Right. Everything's
people
dry and
living
dead.
in rundown trailers. Yeah, it sounds like a really great idea.
Well, they want to tell people they live in a place in Joshua Trees. People, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's sort of a hipster thing. Yeah, how are you going to make that nice? Who's going to come out there for the weekend?
Exactly.
You can't even do a fucking barbecue. It's too hot outside.
I'll tell you, I hit Austin for the first time.
You hated Austin for the first time?
I loved it.
He said he hit Austin.
I hit it for the first time. They got a nice little thing going on down there.
Yeah, it's very. I used to call it the hipster Alamo. It's like it's just it's where they're insulated there. That's the only place in Texas where like we can be ourselves, but don't go 10 miles out. You know?
Really don't. You don't feel like you're in Texas because I've been to Dallas a whole bunch and they have a very different vibe.
Yeah,
really,
Houston's different.
Cool.
Yeah, no, Austin's great. It's fun. Yeah, I go out there if I have to.
Yeah.
We've been out there together for the thing. Did you go to the thing, the Moon Tower thing?
That's why
I did. Yeah, I was there on. I did 2 shows on Saturday. It was good. I mean, I got in. I came in late Friday night and left Sunday morning. So I was there long.
I like to drive out to like everyone does the barbecue thing. I've gotten to this point where I won't eat barbecue unless I go to a place that has it indigenously. You know, like if it's there, if it's real. Right. It comes from that area. Like, there's a million barbecue places. Am I really talking about this? Yeah. No. But in Austin, there's a whole thing. Like, you got that Franklin's. But Franklin's, I on principle, I fucking hate them. Like, everybody loves it. It's the best in the world, but you got to wait online 3 hours. 3 hours for brisket? Yeah. You out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, there's no way it could be that much better. It's not 3 hours better.
Exactly. Right. And then, like, there's that town, Lockhart, where you got, I think, Kreutzers and Blacks, and there's another one out there. I've done all those. Yeah. And then there's another one, whatever. But some lady, some food critic years ago when I was doing, I don't know if it was Moon Tower or South by Southwest, she was like, she was obese and, kind of immobilized, but she was a food critic. So I figured she got to know.
Sure.
Yeah, she's committed.
If it removes your ability to use your legs, food.
So she told me about this place. Commitment. Yeah. She told me about this place the other direction called Opie's.
For real.
And you drive out about 25 miles to Spicewood. And there's something great about a barbecue place that you have to come upon. Like, you're driving, like, where the fuck is it? And then it's just sort of like this huge, like, it almost looks like a hangar. Yeah. And it just says Opie's on the outside. And you go in and they got this old smoker that's not hooked up. It's like, and they put all the meat that they've done for that day in that thing. Mm. And right when you walk in, it's like an open casket. They just open it up for you. And you look at all the dead cooked shit they have for the day. You just point at it and they pick it up with a fork and they weigh you some. They got free beans, free bread, pickles.
There it is. Sorry, it was there. You can look over there.
Yeah, Opie's Barbecue.
There it is. You weren't lying.
Boom.
It's good.
It's great. It's fun to drive somewhere that no one really goes to. Like, that one's, no one really knows about that one.
That makes sense.
And I never shut up about it, so when I go in there, they're like, he's here!
Yay.
You can feed him!
Well, let me ask you. So,
wow. Yeah.
So Franklin's, you wait 3 hours. Then there was another barbecue joint in Austin where they say that the whole thing sells out by noon. So you got to get
it. That's the place.
It might be the same place.
Yeah.
But you're telling me there's a drastic drop-off from the place where you have to wait 3 hours and the place that maybe you have to wait 15 minutes? No. Is it that much of a drop-off? I doubt it.
At that level, look at that brisket right there. Stop.
That looks amazing.
See that? I mean, look, what are you going to do? That's pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah, it
is. The thing is once you're operating at that level, it's all going to be pretty good.
I think so.
I had Kansas City barbecue that day. I did 3 gigs in the Midwest. Never been there. Had a great time. Did Iowa City, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Did all right. Yeah. So I went to a place, because I know Kansas City's, they do it a little different. They do a little sauce. So that Texas is dry, and Kansas City's the sauce, and Arthur Bryant's is the place.
Okay.
The old school place, the original Arthur Bryant's. Pull a picture of that place.
Why is that the place?
It's just the place, dude. It's like the original. But then, look at that. How is that not the place?
That looks like the place.
How is that not the place? Look at that place.
That looks like they have.
It stands alone. It's like in the hood by itself. And you go in, there's pictures of presidents.
It looks like a factory, though. Like
no, it's industrial. It's
industrial.
An old building. It's an old building.
Obama
there's Obama.
There.
I know that guy.
Your old pal.
My old pal. Yeah, he doesn't call me anymore, that guy. I can't get him on the phone.
No, he used you just to get the message out there.
Of course he did. Of course he did. It was a vague message, though.
That faded away quickly?
No, it was fine. It was great. What, are you kidding me?
No, the whole experience was amazing, but any contact with him after that?
Well, he kept calling, and I'm like, this is weird. I'm always
I know he's a busy man.
Like at a comedy club, I hold the phone up. It's Obama again.
That's funny. Last time you were here, you talked about the whole Obama experience, which was amazing to me. The behind-the-scenes stuff was great.
Yeah.
And then I remember you were telling me that you were off to interview David Byrne.
Oh, yeah,
the Talking
right.
Heads.
Oh, was that the last time I was here?
I think so.
Yeah,
I need to know about David Byrne, like just the behind the scenes of him. Because he's a very unique character.
I was nervous.
Well, you were.
Yeah, because if you love that guy, I mean, if you like the Talking Heads, you just by anything you could possibly find out about David Byrne, he's not a normal guy.
Right.
He's like David Byrne. He's got his own time zone. He's at a different frequency.
Yeah.
And I'd heard that, he doesn't love talking about, the heads in the past.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's a true New York artist.
Right, but he was working on this, what do you call the flags, the people, they twirl the guns and the flags, at the fields.
I don't know what they are, but I know what you mean.
It's a different, certain name for it.
Travis what? Oh, Color Guard?
Yeah, Color Guard. He was doing this thing with Color Guard and other artists. They were doing the music for Color Guard group, so that was his thing. That was his big, the new project. So I got down there and I was trying to get into the right frame of mind, and I went to his office because I didn't know if it would be an easy conversation. But I ended up talking to him about the Color Guard thing for a few minutes, and then I just, I kind of, eased into RISD and, his past and tried to get him up through it, because I don't think it's good between him and the other heads, at least Chris and Tina. So I knew that, so I didn't want to push any buttons, but I got him through the whole thing. And he's very present, very thoughtful. It was good. But he is David Byrne. He is a little odd.
A step off.
That's right.
Eccentric?
Yeah, these are nice diplomatic words for on the spectrum. I think I don't know. What do I know? Well, I think everybody's on the fucking spectrum.
I think you could say he's on the spectrum a little bit.
But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Usually those guys are geniuses. I don't know what that really means on the spectrum or what the spectrum looks like, but there are definitely people that are very brilliant and very unique that they obviously have a different brain than the rest of us.
And he's the type of guy. I mean, the Talking Heads was just one of the things he's done with his life. He's not obsessed.
How great was that, though?
I love the Talking Heads.
I know one song. The money for another and the checks. That's them,
not
right?
them. No.
That's Dire
Who's that?
Dire
Dire Straits.
Yeah.
What's the Talking Heads do?
Psycho
Killer.
I like that song.
Psycho Killer. Once in a lifetime. Come on, Jim.
I might have heard it. I know Psycho Killer.
How about Burning Down the House?
Yes.
Burning Down the House.
That was their big hit.
Psycho Killer. There was a guy who used to do a song parody that I worked with once. Many. He had him Spins Nightly did something on that, which was very funny.
Yeah.
And this guy, remember Lenny Clark, Go Crazy Lenny? He would do Psycho Chicken. Lenny Schultz. Sorry.
Yeah.
He would do Psycho Chickens.
Lenny Schultz.
You remember that though? He would throw all those weird chickens around or something.
He had all kinds of shit, Lenny Schultz.
He was nuts.
He was way nuts. Yeah. Miss those guys.
The ones
nuts.
Lenny Schultz.
Lenny Schultz is a legend.
He's still around, right?
Get a picture of Lenny Schultz up. It'll say it all.
I don't think I know Lenny Schultz.
Yeah. Pull a pic of
Go
Lenny.
crazy, Lenny. The crazier you go, the crazier I go. Go crazy, Lenny. And he'll get the crowd to go.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
I do remember
He didn't
him.
there's Billy Braver. I had Billy Braver on. That was like the guy in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
I had this idea. Listen to this.
Okay.
So I'd never talked to a comic that had quit and been okay with it. And I thought that would be an interesting story. And I thought he was the guy, right? Billy Braver was this, 20-minute comic. He used to do Dinah Shore back in the 70s. He was a big act, Mike Douglas, all that. But back in the day where you only needed 20 minutes and the only real live comedy gig was opening for rock bands. But he used to go on, he used to wear overalls. Jewish guy, wear overalls, he'd carry a lunch pail. And he'd do this kind of droopy, kind of charming, little weird sad sack bit. So I'd heard that there was a documentary about him, and he had done he got out of comedy, he started selling Sob cars.
Sure.
There's this little documentary called Sob Story. So this guy has a successful job selling Sobs after comedy, and then Sob goes out of business.
Are they out of business?
Now they're out of business. So now he's got to go back and figure out what he's going to do. So I interviewed this guy, and I thought it would be an interesting thing, but it turned out to be a little bit sad. and throughout the thing, right? Yeah, throughout the thing, he kept going, women love me, women like me, and then he started saying Barbra Streisand loves me, so. Ultimately, what happened, if you want to know the truth, is I was maybe we shouldn't put this up because it's a little sad. But he wouldn't let it go. He's he said he's going to have Barbra Streisand's lawyer call us up. So we put it up and it was fine. But to me, I learned a lesson. Sometimes it's just put it up. Even if it's
always
sad.
put it up.
What made it a little sad though? Just that he was
trying to do it again.
He was okay.
Comedy.
Right.
Oh my God! How many years have been out?
A long time, and they had this footage in the doc, and I should have known that going in. I should have watched it more thoroughly. But he's in his 60s, maybe almost 70 years old, and and he hasn't really done his act in a long time. He's a sweet guy. And they show him go up, but he's wearing regular clothes, right? He's got regular clothes. He's a little old Jewish man at this point, but he's still got the lunchbox. Like, he couldn't let go of the lunchbox. That was the one part of his bit that he's going to bring back up. So he goes up there and he just puts the lunchbox, which has no relevance anymore. It's not connected to the outfit. It just made him feel better.
It's like Henny Youngman with
the violin.
It was
It's
weird.
his
crutch.
I don't know how anybody goes back to it after you get out. Like, it's got to be so hard to get out of it and then come back after years. Like, I see guys that do that. The torture of that, of coming back and seeing everybody's act has progressed and moved forward, and
you know who's good at it though. Like, it took a minute for me to be okay with it in a weird way. Like, I know Judd Apatow pretty well. You know, he likes my show, and we email, we see each other around. When he started doing comedy, there was part of me that's sort of like, why would you? Why, you know, like, there are guys, but even guys who have $1 billion, you know, like sometimes like Seinfeld, I'm like, why don't you just go enjoy your life? Why would you? But then you realize, like, well, they might want to get out of the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, Apatow is really working hard. Like, he sort of stopped in 92 as, you know, probably was a pretty strong feature. And now he sort of picked up there, and he knows that. But now he's writing, like he's there, he's at the store every fucking night doing stand up. And he's got great bits. He's got one of the best Cosby bits I've ever seen in my fucking life. Hey, do you ever have him in here?
We have Judd on from time to time.
Next time, tell him to do the Cosby bit.
Really?
Oh, it's hilarious.
What's the gist of it?
The gist is Cosby talking about what he's going through on stage now, and it is genius.
Really?
Because he's sort of like, many of you have heard that I'm having some problem. Like he goes, but it's just, the whole bit is built around, I can't do Cosby, around him. It's so he said, the paper gets delivered and it's in the paper. So I take the paper, I hide the paper, and the next day the paper comes, I take the paper, I hide the paper. Right? So, I'm paraphrasing Judd here. He does it just like Cosby, the repetition. Yeah. And then he goes, and then I realized the paper's on the internet. And then, like, Camille comes out and she goes, what is this stuff, Bill, about the raping and the drugging and the raping and the drugging? What is it? And the tag is so genius. He goes, Camille, do you like your life? God.
It is genius. He's very dedicated to doing stand-up, and but a guy like that who dropped out and then became such a massive director, it was a huge career leap forward, and now he just loves the art of it and is doing it.
He always wanted to be it. Like, you know, and he was pretty good when he was a kid. I mean, if you watch him on the Young Comedian Special, and that's how he started.
Did he do one of the specials?
Yeah, he did it in '92.
Oh, no kidding.
With like, I think it was maybe Ray Romano and Kim. Look it up. The Young Comedian Special, Judd Apatow. Like, it was like people we know.
Was that it wasn't a Dangerfield special, it was HBO.
No, HBO, yeah.
Well, wow. I mean, Seinfeld does it because it's his passion. That's why. You guys are very passionate about your stand-up.
Well, if you love stand-up, if you got it in your soul, you can't help yourself.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't need to do it for the money or anything, but I'm sure he just absolutely still loves doing it.
It's your job, I guess.
And Apatow is not a fan of Cosby. He's one of the vocal ones. He's always been one of the vocal ones. He's the
vocal one.
He's more vocal than just about anyone about this.
But, you know, he's let off on it, and I was just glad to see he had a really great bit. I love watching the bit. I like watching comedy still, you know. He goes to the store a lot, and I went to the Garry Shandling Memorial the other night.
Did you know Garry well?
Not really. You know, it's like I did that interview with him, you know, the one that I did, and it was a great interview, and that was really the only time I talked to him.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
I don't know.
A while ago, though.
It was a while ago, and it was really great. And obviously, I had a tremendous amount of respect for what he did, but I didn't really know him. And the interview was popular, and you know, I had a lot of respect for the guy, and we reposted it because it was behind the paywall when he passed away. And then Judd was doing the memorial service, and I don't usually go to those things, but he said you should come because he produced this beautiful thing.
Nice.
It was stunning, and like all the people that guy had an effect on, that guy helped, this sort of magnanimous kind of like, you know, like he was there for a lot of people. It was really overwhelming. I literally left, you know, enlightened somewhat because he was a Buddhist dude, and you know he really really was selfless and how much he was there for other people, and it was great, and the show was great.
Was he in poor health at all, or was it just one of those things?
Yes.
I mean, I know he had a heart attack, but I heard he was like been boxed and took care of
They
himself.
said he wasn't in poor health, but
No, he
I
was.
guess people close to him knew that he had some issues.
He had hyperthyroidism, and he had like surgeries. Like, you know, he was not that well.
Oh, he was trying to take care of it. It was one of those things that just...
Well, I think he boxed a lot before, and he'd always had the basketball game and everything, but he had, like, in the last few years, I guess he got diagnosed with hyperthyroidism.
What
he
is
had to
that?
have his spleen removed. I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he had some major surgeries.
Oh, wow.
I always feel like you should try to do those memorials while they're still alive. But it's
That's
like,
what Rob Reiner said today on my show.
Oh, really? But someone like Garry Shandling, you know, he died
was
young.
shocking.
But when the older guys, it's almost like maybe you should try to throw something together before they
have
go.
a tribute,
so they really know how.
You know who was genius that night? Like, I'd never seen anything like it. There was a lot of people, not a ton of comics, but like there was video montages and music. Adam Sandler did a honest rendition of "My Sweet Lord" by George Harrison.
Saw it online.
It's great,
amazing.
And E from the Eels did a great song. And
honest
Ryan
rendition?
Adams, like he sung it earnestly.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't fooling
being,
around with it.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Making,
and that was
comical or whatever.
That was the close of the show. But the genius was fucking Nealon. Nealon was
really.
Oh my God.
Were they close?
Yeah, they were close.
What did he do?
Well, he just did this thing. Like, you know, Nealon sort of, for me, is hard to figure out. I don't know that guy. Like, I don't know a lot of people, but I've had, you know, I know them from around, right?
Sure.
Like, we know people. But I've always thought he's very funny. I was actually a huge fan of his update, you know, and I know that that's a unique disposition.
Very nicely stated.
I actually liked Nealon on that show.
Yeah. And
he was a little different. I liked him.
But somehow or another, he built this. He wrote out this piece that was very funny. His tribute, his memorial thing, his presentation, and he somehow, the way it felt to me was he wrote the piece. The tribute, so like all the jokes were there, but he wrote it so like he could actually have like his real emotions in it. Like it had this build to it that was very emotional, but also hilarious. And he was sort of, you know, losing his composure because he was crying a little bit. But the jokes sort of lent itself to that. And I'd never seen that, so it was really funny and really poignant at the same time.
Wow!
And it just killed.
Wow!
And it was just beautiful. It was like the perfect thing. I was very impressed with it.
Is that online too?
I don't know. I don't know what's online.
I'm gonna have to try to find that. I know the Adam Sandler thing is from the memorial.
Wow. So he just heart attack one day and that was it, or it just dropped dead in the moment?
I guess he woke up. He didn't feel well and he dropped dead. Yeah. I mean, you know, but like it did seem like his health was
declining.
Okay. But Judd put together this whole show, and it was really like beautifully done with the video montages and, you know, of his early life, and his cousin spoke, you know, and you got a sense of him as a kid, you know, like I didn't know any of it, but his journey to sort of be egoless and be a spiritual person was you know, that kind of stuff is rarely impressive.
I wish
but
I
it
knew
was
him.
so impressive.
I met him once. Sarah introduced me to him very briefly. But I think I've said it. The first time I saw him, Joan Rivers was guest hosting Carson, and he was the guest, and he couldn't finish his last bit because they cut him off. I guess it was just a mistake, and then he had to finish it on panel.
Yeah.
And it was still funny. Like it was just they misread where the punch was.
Right.
And they got out with the music and he handled it. It was just something about the small world.
Oh yeah. Right.
And
like it's depressing.
No, what you say? How he can't stop thinking of the song.
Yeah.
Because he went to Disney.
Right.
It was just a pretty good bit.
He did one of the funniest things I've ever seen on television. Which was, and it was just this beat, and I talked to him about it when I did a Provenza's Green Room with Shandling and Judd and Ray Romano and Bo Burnham, but there was this moment. I remember he hosted the Grammys one year, and Nicholson, you know, was giving Bob Dylan the Lifetime Achievement Award. And the two of them, it wasn't chaos. It was like, you know, both of them seemed fucked up. And Nicholson, like, was barely, like, you know, he has all these weird pauses in presenting it. And then, you know, Bob Dylan comes on and he's sort of babbling a little bit. And it was just a disaster. Here it is. So, but then Shandling comes out after that thing, after break, and he goes, yeah, Jack Nicholson and Bob Dylan were just backstage talking about how they should do more television. That was my recollection of it.
Nicholson looked good there, man.
He looked great.
God damn, in 91, Nicholson, that's
25 years ago.
Do you know that Louis asked him to be the Alan Alda part?
Did he?
Yeah, you got to listen to that thing, dude. That thing.
Did he get to jack himself or no?
Well, that's the thing. If you listen to last week, I did the 700th episode of WTF, and it's 2 episodes: Julia, Louis Dreyfus, and Louis. Now, here's what happened with Louis. Before he put up Horace and Pete, Louis came over because I had him do. You saw the first episode of Maron?
I did. Yes, great.
Louis on the phone. Yeah. That's really him. That was the best cameo I could get out of him. I wanted him to be in the show, but he didn't have time. So I said, "Will you do a phone call?" So that's
that was
Louis.
Great. Okay.
That's Louis' cameo because I wanted him to come get me in the storage locker and take me to rehab, but he's like, "I got no time." I'm like, "Just come over and record the thing, just a phone call." So it was right before, like, he was going to put up Horace and Pete. So I was sworn to secrecy, and he talked to me for like 2 hours about what he went through making it. And he's like, he kept saying, like, the mics aren't on, right? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not. But he walked me through it. So I knew all the beats. Yeah. And then he, like, after he tells me all this amazing shit, he goes, like, now don't fucking say anything to anybody. Nobody can know anything about it. Because he was just going to drop it.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. And then, like, 3 days later, he calls me up. He's like, we should have recorded that, for later. And I'm like, yeah, we should have.
So you had to redo it?
Well, basically, it wasn't even a matter of redoing it. It was a matter of engaging in the conversation again, which was good because he wanted to do it, so he came over. But I remembered, like, I knew the story.
And you knew
so like, I could, like, there were beats where I'm like, well, what about when he called Jack Nicholson, And he did. He got him on the phone.
Yeah, he can get anybody's number. It's pretty amazing.
What did Jack say to him?
Here's Johnny. Sorry, I just segue my impression. Whatever.
He said, you're a talented guy, and it seems great, and I want something like that. Like I want it to go well for you. But the gist of it is, he's like, you know what I did, Louis? You know what I did today? I went outside and I read a book under a tree.
Right on. That's where he's at. Good for him. That would have been cool to have Jack in that, though.
Yeah. I thought Aldo was great.
Did you like Horace and Pete?
I did. Like I wanted. Like I watched 3 of them, and I loved it. But I'm like, wow, this is. I kind of want to be able to function in the world.
It's dark.
Yeah,
it's dark. And the writing is very, very good. Yeah.
But when I knew Louis was coming over, I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch all 10. And it was just, it's a pretty astounding thing.
Yeah,
all of it. And it was something like nothing I've seen before. But it is a tragedy and it is bleak, and you kind of got to strap in for that.
Yeah,
you got
to adjust. You got to adjust yourself a little bit. That's how I felt. But then I was hooked, and I wanted to watch all 10 episodes in one day.
You got it. Yeah, and that Louis Metcalf episode is insane.
Amazing, right?
That's like one of the best performances of anything I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it. I know she gives a great monologue. I have not seen it.
She talks for how many 10 minutes straight or whatever it is?
Fucking woman.
Maybe less. 7 minutes straight, and then the reveal who she's talking to and what it's about is just
it's great. And I didn't even know it was her. It was hard to look at. Like it's hard to recognize her.
Yeah, Laurie Metcalf.
But yeah,
from Roseanne.
If you want to know exactly that episode, and I'm not blowing my own horn here. That episode with Louis that I put up last week of him explaining and the process of making Horace and Pete is pretty astounding.
Yeah. Pretty smart.
Oh, also, did I mention my show is going to be premiering next week on IFC? Did I mention that?
You should have. I saw the first episode, and it was so fucking good, man. It really is just great. It's well acted. It's
finally I figured it out.
No, but it's believable. It's very, very. It's just I really wanted to see what happened next. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I really loved it.
Thank you, because it was a departure, dude. Like it was one of these things where, because when you do basic cable. When you do, if that's what IFC is, and I guess any television, you really don't know when you're not going to be able to do anymore. So at the end of every season, you got to sort of be prepared for it to be over. So at the end of the last season, I relapsed on painkillers, and I was like, this is how fucked up I am. I'm like, I'm good with that ending. If it doesn't come back, that's there's closures.
Sure, yeah, that's what's happening with the character.
But we came. They wanted it back, and I didn't know if I wanted to do it again because I didn't want to go back to the world. I didn't want to do podcasts anymore. I thought the world was sort of tapped, and my real life was sort of tapped, and I didn't want to repeat stories. I wanted to do something new and challenge myself. So I thought the only way we can come back is if he's not only did he relapse at the end of last season, but he's been strung out since then. So at the beginning of this episode, the character of Mark has been on drugs for a year. He's now living in a storage locker, and it's not good. And we got to get him cleaned up. Yeah. So there's a whole process. I got a pretty good, funny backstory. Do we have time?
You stay as long as you want. We're here till 10:30.
Oh, yeah.
We're not kicking you out.
Oh, So we got to go to rehab.
Yeah.
I looked at it as 3 shows. Like there's the rehab part, then there's me transitioning back to life, and then there's me making a big decision of what to do with my life. This is the first season that actually has an episodic arc.
Gotcha.
So I got to go to rehab, and we're working with the writers. You know, we want to have a white rapper guy as my roommate, some kid who's a white rapper, right? And we're poking around, and we saw all that stuff. You know, we saw that stuff about Chet Hanks. You know, Tom Hanks'
kid. Yeah. Chet Hayes.
Right? Chet Hayes, right? Yeah. His real name, Chet Hanks.
Right.
And we're like, that's sort of the guy. You know, that's sort of the guy. And then we were like, do you think Chet Hanks is available? And he was, and we booked him. And it was beautiful because he's a good kid, you know, a little misguided, but a good kid. But that's really like who he is and who he wants to be. And he had just gotten out of rehab and he was working the program and shit. So we had him on for 3 episodes to play almost himself.
Yeah.
And, you know, it didn't really click that it was him for a couple episodes, but there was a whole recovery element to it because I'm in recovery. You know, Jerry Stahl, my writer, you know, one of the writers, he's a big recovery guy, and Bob Nickman, who was also right. So there was this vibe, like it was so close to him. Like I've been sober a long time, but he was pretty freshly sober. But he did a great job, and he's in like 3 episodes as basically himself, and it was really good. I think it's the biggest acting part he's had.
It looks like it's going to be a good season.
I'm very proud of it.
Season 4 premieres on May 4th at 9 p.m. on IFC.
What?
I know. Is it a secret who you're talking to for the podcast?
When?
Before I blow it up. You told us who you're talking to.
Oh, Alan Alda?
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure.
No, I don't mind telling people who I'm talking to. It's just you never know when they're going to be on. Yeah, because like they're booked. You know what I mean?
He was amazing on Horace and Pete.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You ever see MASH?
MASH, is that a show?
When was that was on? You should check it out. Watch a few episodes. Ask them about it.
Is the Vietnam War show?
Yes.
No, it's Korean War.
No, it was Vietnam.
No, it's Korea.
No.
You dummy.
Wait a minute. No, it was. It was. Yeah, no, it was. I loved MASH growing up. The humor to me doesn't hold up because it's very Groucho-ish.
Yeah.
But the serious moments hold up well.
Yeah.
Like really well. The stuff they pulled off in a sitcom is still fucking amazing to me.
Well, he's one of those guys where he's like, if you're a certain age, he's like wired into your brain.
Yeah, he's like a lamp or a fucking hat.
It's like Alan Alda.
So wired into your brain that you're amazed that Louis got that performance from him. Because obviously we don't know Alan Alda. He's an actor, but you just assume he would never do that role.
And the story of how that happened is pretty awesome. It's on my podcast. But he had wanted to cast Pesci.
Yeah.
And he went down. This stuff with Joe Pesci and Louis is hilarious. So Pesci don't want to do it. And then, like, he goes out to, I think, Christopher Walken, and Walken thought it was something he'd done before, and you don't want to do that again. And then I think it was, I think Walken had the same agent as Alda, and the agent said, you should have, try, Alan Alda would love to do it. And Louis was like, I don't know if he's the right guy, and he's like, and the agent was like, he loves to work. He's just give him a shot. So apparently he came in and he put together that character all himself, and Louis was like, fuck yeah, you're the guy.
I can't imagine anyone else playing that role.
It was crazy.
The fact that Alan Alda had to put together something together, that's encouraging to me. You're never truly made.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's in the biggest sitcom in history. Which maybe Seinfeld has surpassed it, but I mean, as far as
MASH was way the fuck up there.
He's done some good movies.
Time.
He's played heavies before.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, like remember he did that weird, the kind of vaguely Lorne Michaels character, and what was it, Hannah and Her Sisters, or Crimes and Misdemeanors.
I have certainly, but I don't remember it.
Crimes and
love the Four
Misdemeanors is a masterpiece. Yeah, the Four Seasons, but like Joe Tynan was another big, like he played. He's played it. Crimes and Misdemeanors is a fucking
masterpiece. Ask him if he had to fuck Carol Burnett for real. That's what I want to know. Did he fuck her?
Oh, really? When did that happen?
In Four Seasons. That was his wife in that.
Ask him.
No, I'm more amazed that he agreed to do all the racist stuff for Horace and Pete.
He loves to work. He likes to act. He's a real actor.
It's great. It's absolutely great. Who else have you had on in the last year since we talked to you that really surprised you, impressed you?
The funny thing is like, another guy who's like Alan Alda is Rob Reiner, who's on the show today that I put up. You just look at him, you're like, you're the guy. But he's got all these great stories about growing up in Hollywood with, he had this funny story about how, like, he didn't really understand when he was a little kid that, like, he's got Groucho Marx, Mel Brooks, Carl Reiner, Sid Caesar, all these guys hanging around the house because of their dad's friends. And he didn't really know that they were any different than anyone else's parents. He said until he went over to someone else's house and he's like, not as funny here. Not as funny as But, he's been Albert Brooks' best friend forever. He was in high school, in the high school drama club with Richard Dreyfuss, Albert Brooks, Groucho Marx kid. But, like, it was just, Hollywood was a small town then, you know? But he's got some funny stories about Brooks. And there's a really good story that as a comic you would appreciate that apparently, like, Brooks was, just like if he was at a party and he started riffing, like everyone would shut up and just watch because he was so fucking funny. And apparently they were at some party at an apartment, in someone's apartment, and Brooks was doing his thing, just like killing.
Yeah.
And so he does this whole riff and he says, all right, I gotta go. And he leaves the party. And Reiner says about 10 minutes later, the host of the party comes up to him and says, yeah, Albert's on the phone. So Reiner goes over the phone. He goes, hello? And Albert goes, I left my keys up there and I can't go back up there.
After he knew how to close the door and walk out.
You got to bring the keys down.
Throw them out the window for me. Throw them on the lawn.
I had the Sasha Baron Cohen.
He was great. We had him on.
Yeah, like he was ready to talk. Yeah, he's great.
He was real fun. I liked that movie. It didn't do much.
Well, no, that's because they killed it.
Why'd they kill it?
Because he fought for that shit, and they didn't want it, so they didn't get behind it. I think that also the Trump thing, they didn't like. Sasha, I think, was very specific about what he wanted in, and they gave it to him, and then they sat on it.
Oh, the jizz in the face, and a few things.
and I think the Trump thing scared him.
What, Trump having AIDS?
Yeah.
Trump getting AIDS.
No, it's like he was totally right.
Or swallowing
it's funny.
AIDS blood.
But he told me, that's what you're up against now. You're up against the studio system in a way. They're going to make these decisions for you.
Do you think that he got? And I don't know him at all, but was that overconfidence after Borat? Like I'm going to.
Well, I think he's real. Like if you listen to him talk about, like I talked to him for like an hour and a half. A guy who never talks finally talked, and like the stuff that goes into him doing Borat, like he's got like a team of constitutional lawyers that if he goes into a town, he has to know exactly the parameters of the law before he does a bit, like as Borat. So he's in it. It's like comic shit. Like It's like there's a lot of levels working out, for his safety and for the bit to work out and all that shit. And I think fictional stuff, like just a screenplay or just a thing, is like, I think it's natural for him. So this was really the first one, if you think about it, where it wasn't driven like that. Yeah. And he really went out of his way to do some fairly disgusting jokes, which aren't necessarily my cup of tea, but I respected him. I mean, the elephant joke, I don't think that's ever been done before. I don't think we've.
He showed us that scene.
It was funny. I don't know if it's necessary.
No, but it was a sick one. It was funny though.
The William Friedkin episode was great.
Yeah. Wow, you got William Friedkin. That's fucking awesome.
It was insane, dude. 2 hours.
I got to be the guy in the room. I don't.
Exorcist.
Directed The Exorcist, The French Connection, Sorcerer.
Okay.
But everything's connected with him. There's a weird story about a guy who appeared as a nurse in The Exorcist.
Was it, hold on, The Exorcist Part 3?
No. The first Exorcist.
First one, okay.
Where they bring her to get mental scans. And he said, here's the fucking thing. He says, there was a male nurse at the place, at the NYU, whatever it was, he said he was wearing a bracelet with studs on it. And he said, well, that's interesting. Like, like a gay thing, like a heavy, hardcore thing. But he was a real nurse, right? So years later, he read an article in the New York Times or New York Post or whatever about this guy who'd been busted for killing all these gay men, for killing these, in the leather community. And it turned out it was that guy.
Wow.
And then he went and talked to that guy, and that's how he made Cruz, and the movie about the guy who.
No, I just like to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
With the bandana. He pulls it up. What does this mean? Yeah.
So why did the guy do it?
Holy. I don't know. The guy was all fucked up on drugs, I think. He said he remembered doing the first one. Like he's one of those guys. I don't remember. Yeah, but that was where he got the idea, and it was sort of tied together with The Exorcist. And he had a lot of these little things throughout his narrative of things that were connected about, how The Exorcist got made, how he started. He started, he started in local TV, I think in Chicago, and he did some famous he did this documentary when he was like 20 years old about a guy on death row, and that got him some attention. And there's just this sequence of events. He's really hung up on fate.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's good though.
You like some dark shit too, man.
Yeah, really a bright guy. I didn't realize he did cruising.
Yeah, he did Cruising. He did what was the one? To Live and Die in L.A. later. And those ones, those Tracy Letts ones he did, Bug, and what was the one with Matthew McConaughey? Killer Joe. That's some dark shit, dude. Bug and Killer Joe, they're Tracy Letts plays that Friedkin shot, were like crazy.
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
Killer Joe, I saw.
Yeah,
Wild, right? With McConaughey?
Killer Joe, when he gets punched in the face to death at the end.
I don't remember.
That's one of the scenes. I remember I saw it
in the end.
In the Union Square. I remember I got I was with a girl.
Was that the same movie?
Yeah, Killer Joe with Matthew McConaughey.
And Gina Gershon?
Yeah, I remember I went to the movie with an ex-girlfriend and she got bit by a rat or a mouse in the movie theater, and that's why I remember it.
What?
So
for real?
I swear to God, because you don't forget what movie you're in, and it was like a whole thing, and she sued them and all the whole shit.
Did she get any money out of that?
I don't know, we broke up.
But was it a rat or a mouse?
It was a vermin. It was a vermin that she got bit. I mean, she was bleeding, and then it scurried away. And
get the fuck
she was
out
like,
of here.
"What the fuck?" And it was just about the time that he was getting punched to death. I was like, "The movie's going to be over in a couple of minutes."
Did she wonder why you had a pounding heart on after this thing?
That's what I get off to.
Were you trying to calm her down so you could see the end of the movie before you?
Well, like I was talking to her. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." But as I'm like trying to look at her leg, I'm trying to watch because it's the end. You don't know what this guy's going to do.
God, it must have been a rat, huh?
It had to be, and it was. I mean, it smelled disgusting. It was a gross. It was right here on Union Square.
Yeah. Mark, how's the personal life?
Pretty good. I've been still dating that painter
for a while.
Wow, that's a long-term one, right?
Nice. Yeah, it's good. There's something beautiful about having a relationship with someone who has her own life and her own art, and she does something totally different than me, and she's successful, and she bought a little house not too far from me, and I appreciate what she does.
You don't live together?
No.
Okay.
No, she got her own place with a studio. Nice. But it's only about 5 minutes from my house, so if anything does go bad, it's going to be rough in the neighborhood.
Did you live together at one point?
No.
Oh, you never did. Okay.
No, she's been pretty good about that. Like, 'cause it's weird, dude. I mean, you guys, I don't know where you're at, but you got a kid and a wife and all that shit. I'm 52, and you start to get to this point where it's sort of like, what do I really fucking want? Do I need someone living with me? Do I need to be married again? Like, I know I'm not going to have kids. So, like, it's really gotten to this point with me where it's sort of like, there's a lot of things that I'm fucking, it's okay. I'm good. I don't know if I need that. And she's okay with that.
And it's nice to have a little time to yourself.
Yeah, I
get
need
that.
Well, my problem is like, if there's a high maintenance chick who's really into me, I'm in. Let's go.
In.
Oh, yeah. So, like, she's not really like that.
But
it's a new thing for me.
But that type of girl's not leaving.
Well, right, but but again, she has her own house, and she lives there. Oh, you mean the crazy girl?
No, I'm saying that you're into the high maintenance girls, but they're the ones that absolutely will not leave.
No, I know.
House.
Well, this one is different. It's a new thing for me, and there's not a lot of drama, and there's not a lot of insanity.
Gotcha.
There's not a lot of yelling, and I miss it. But
you miss the drama.
You do a little bit.
You get addicted to it, right?
Yeah, but you also get too old for that shit.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Pesci in Casino when he's kicking the guy and he has to take a breather.
Yeah, right.
You're like, I got too old for this shit.
That drama is for the young.
No,
it really is. Have fun with that shit, Chris. If you're in drama, I don't even know.
Of course,
but it's for the young. You get older and you just don't want to deal.
You get older and you do one of those yelling things where you're in that fight where you can't control the rage. You stop and you're like, oh, I'm fucking exhausted.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel sick. I'm so exhausted from that outburst energy.
I more panic and look at the clock and go, "Oh my God, I'm not sleeping tonight," and that freaks me out. And,
when you fight?
Yeah, when you're younger, you can stay up all night and do whatever the fuck the next day.
Right.
But you get older, that sleep's pretty important, and the fights usually start right before bedtime.
You can still sleep. You can still sleep. Oh, well, you got to get up for this, so you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like I get up so early now, and I get naturally.
I love getting up early. I never sleep to my alarm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Except for 5:45, I'm up every morning by 5:20, 5:30.
I guess it's normal. You get older. Like they say, you get older, you need less sleep, and I guess it's God's way of saying, like, you're running out of time. Yeah. You might want to get a little more in.
You might want to keep your eyes open.
Enjoy the day, stupid. You're gonna fucking
right. Oh yeah, we're getting to the age where the math doesn't work out anymore.
I don't fucking think about it. I've never been so actively in denial. I just can't. I can't think about it.
Remember the time you could just throw 10 years? Like it's like 10 years from now, no big fucking deal.
Yeah, now
boy, the math does not work out.
Well, you get in your 50s and all of a sudden that's the first wave of people dropping dead. And you're like, fuck. I don't know how's my ticker. Mm-hmm. I went and got all that shit checked out.
Right.
Because I had an event.
You did?
Well, I thought it was. I don't. Well, I went.
A little anxiety, a little.
No, I went running. And I went I did this thing where you know, when you get into that mode where I'm not exercising, I gotta fucking do something, and then you hate yourself so fucking much, and I gotta fucking do it, and you just don't do it until like that day comes where you're like, this is it. I'm doing it.
I'm starting today.
Right. Well, I did. That happened to me. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon. It was 102 out. And you fucking like.
What are you doing?
Right. What am I doing? But
it's
like,
not the best day to start that.
I'm so proud. You know, I'm like, I still got it. Like, you know, in my head there was this time where I was in shape. I don't even know if that's true. So I'm running and I'm doing hills. You know, and it's hot.
First day back exercise?
Yeah. And like, I'm just running, and all of a sudden I can't feel my hands. My arms go numb. And my heart's going like, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like, I had to take a knee. I kneel down, and I'm like, not now, not here. This is not how this fucking happens. It was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
And then, like, I didn't know what to do, so I got up and I just walked, and I did the whole run, but I walked it and I walked it off. And I don't know what it was. I guess some people say it might have been heat stroke or whatever, but I go to the doctor and I get all checked out. My heart's fine. Like, my cholesterol is a borderline, but everything, all the other stuff's working. And then, you know, when you're with a doctor, you do that thing where you're like, well, he goes, everything's good. I'm like, no, it isn't. What the fuck happened out there? And then they go like, who knows? What do you mean, who knows? Don't you know? You're the fucking doctor.
We've all gotten the who knows.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Oh, fuck, man. Jesus, I could have said that to myself.
But you learn, though. Sometimes you just got to wait shit out. You just don't know what. And you're better off just going to the doctor.
Why didn't you start a little slower?
I don't know. Because I'm an idiot.
Because we're guys. We're stupid.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
We're
Like,
stupid.
how many guys' last words are, I got this?
Yeah.
You're right.
I got this.
You just still think you're 20, 30 years old.
But that denial thing is weird because I have that, like, in all of my life. Like, I don't, like, I need to get my house work done and shit, but I like the anxiety of it. Like, the other thing that happened was funny. That was a funny thing that happened was, like, you know, with the denial thing is, like, I was smelling gas in my house. Like, for 3 fucking days. Mm-hmm. Like gas. Like real gas.
3 days.
Right, but that's it. What was I thinking? Oh, it'll get better. Like, it'll fix itself. It's my house.
I'm tapping out because now I don't agree with you. Yeah.
No.
So you smell gas, that is like panic mode sets in immediately.
But I didn't. I thought it was a little thing, and then like my plumber said, "Oh, there's an outlet valve that sometimes it blows off some gas."
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. It was right outside by my door. I called the gas company, and the funny thing about the gas company in my neighborhood, you can't get a cop. It might take a while, maybe even an ambulance. But the gas company, they fucking, like, I'm still on the phone. Can you guys? Oh fuck, it was that quick. They're here because they don't want houses blown up.
Yeah.
And this is what I learned about infrastructure. Here's the fucking thing. So they come up and they do the whole thing with they test the area, and they're like, yeah, you got a gas leak, and it's right under the driveway here, and we're just going to jackhammer it. I'm like, wait, my new driveway, the one thing I spent money on, I had $15,000 on a new driveway, so I didn't have to sandbag my garage, and I had drains. You're going to drill into that? And the guy's like, no, we got a guy that fixes it good. And I'm like, no. Right. You're going to match the concrete that I got? Like, yeah, get it close. But I know how that job goes. They come and they're like, that's good enough. That's right. So I'm fucking panicking. They got a jackhammer, but it's a gas company. You can't argue with them.
How'd they know where it was? That's pretty amazing.
Because there's a line that goes into the house. So they were able to, they have a thing, and they just assumed it was at the bend under the cement. So I'm like, fuck, man, is there any way that we can't jackhammer this shit? And the guy's like, well, we might be able to get a new line up the old line, but it might not make the corner. We'll see. I'm like, all right, well, hopefully we can do that. So I take off for a couple hours. I come back, and in the front of my house, on the street, the regular street.
It's a pile of concrete? Please tell me.
No. There's a hole, 4 foot by 4 foot, maybe about 5 feet deep. 2 guys are in a hole right at the end of my drive. Where I usually pull into my house, there's 2 heads there. The guys, they're in a hole. But it's not my driveway. It's in front of the house. And I get out of the car. I go, what's going on? He goes, yeah, all good. I'm like, this doesn't look good. You're in a hole. He goes, no, we didn't have to jackhammer the driveway. We got the line up. And I'm like, well, that's great. So what the fuck is going on in there?
Yeah.
He goes, well, there's no valve for this pipe down here. Now, this is the thing about infrastructure. When politicians talk about infrastructure, they're going to fix the infrastructure. They're not.
Of course.
So I'd say, what do you mean there's no valve for the pipe? He goes, it's old pipe. And I go, so he says, we got to make something. And I'm like, how old is the pipe, the main gas pipe? He's like, 1911 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what, are you fucking kidding me? And I said, is the whole city like this? He goes, yeah, don't tell anybody. So that's how they're going to fix the infrastructure. One close call at a time.
Well, the politicians just pray nothing big happens when they're in office.
That's
and
right.
then it'll be someone else's problem. We all know that.
But that's the thing. That's what you see in New York. New York, any time of day or night, there's a guy in a hole doing something.
Yeah.
There's like a pipe, there's a thing, there's a vent, there's guys, because you can't fix it. There's no fixing it all at once.
I always look in the hole and you realize, wow, there's some old shit right there.
Man.
And that's what's keeping the city together? Really?
Some of this shit in New York goes way back.
Yeah.
1800s, right?
Yeah, you look at the subway and you're like, this is never going to be brand new like Japan. Like, it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
Not unless you can empty the city for 2 years.
Well, and corruption too, obviously. And
Right.
And blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Where are you at with this election? This election has to be driving you nuts.
Or have you just
given up?
No, I just check out. I have a real problem with the I just don't think I get to a point where it's like there shouldn't be anyone in between the citizens and the candidates. Like, not even you guys. Just let the people listen to the bullshit and decide which bullshit they want.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are going to vote their fucking heart anyways, whatever the hell that is, or they're going to vote impulsively. Most people you should just vote no matter what. I think most people don't vote because they're like, oh, is it today? That's really what it comes down. Is it? I wonder where I go. Is it the same place? That's why democracy doesn't work. Because people, oh fuck, did I miss it?
Right. And it's on a list of chores, and then that's one of the chores where you're like, you know what? If I don't vote today, then I'll have an hour to myself.
But the beautiful thing about voting is that it's like you. It's just between you and yourself. You go into that booth, and it's your decision. It's private, and you do what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. It's almost like those old jerk-off booths.
Yeah, I was just thinking, believe it's the first, we said booth, that's where my mind goes. Right. But not to Lincoln, not to anything else.
But the thing is, when you, in a voting booth, you're not going to feel ashamed till 3 months, maybe years later. When you're in a jerk-off booth, it's immediate. Oh, who the fuck am I? What'd I do?
And you never walk out of the voting booth having met a friend next door.
You don't get no sticky thing at the jerk-off booth. I jerked off today. But
you get a sticky thing, though.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I just think people should vote. And, obviously, I am who I am. I say, you vote for the old angry Jew or the lady. But that's just where I'm at. You can't have Trump be president.
I desperately want him.
What, for the fun of it?
No, I like him. I hate the rest of them. It's more of I hate the rest of them. Except for Bernie, I don't hate.
Bernie's a smart guy. The funny thing about Bernie and Donald Trump is they appeal to the same people.
Exactly.
It's just it's a separation of self-preservation. Like the people that Trump appeals to. I understand Trump. I think that if you're a person that's ever felt fuck you with your entire body, or have ever been a bully in your life, when Trump talks, there's party that goes, "No, fuck yeah, that guy."
Yeah.
But that's when your brain should go, "No, that's what got us in trouble in high school."
What will be the biggest problem if Trump's president, you think?
Well, they'll insulate him. He'll just become a prisoner of the Oval Office. He's not going to get anything done. The Republicans don't really like him. The Democrats don't really like him. And whatever he thinks about how government works, he's not going to be able to get anything done.
Right. I don't know if he would or not, to be honest. I've thought the same thing. He may or may not, because he's so loud. And he makes them so uncomfortable, and they are all so frightened of the public shaming, because you watch the way they're all scurrying to keep up. He might get something done simply because they're afraid of how he'll handle it publicly.
And he'll be the guy who's extremely vocal about how nothing is getting done down there. I love that he changed the whole process of this thing. And it'll be exciting to see the next election when maybe some people take a page from his book, but they have real experience.
Yeah, but the thing is that, even when, things don't happen quickly in democracy.
No.
And the weird thing about, even after I talked to Obama, which was, one of the more enlightening things when I asked him, how do you maintain optimism? Well, how are you positive about your presidency? He's like, because I changed a few things. Nothing gets changed overnight. Incremental progress is the only progress you have in this governmental system.
That was the best moment from the talk you had with Obama. I've referred to that so many times since then, where, finally a president admitted, look, the days of one guy making a sweeping change are long the fuck gone. And Obama said on your, I don't know the exact quote, but he said, if I could just move that needle just a little bit, I know I did my job.
And the thing is, I think Americans, all of them, even the horrible ones, for the most part, are pretty decent people, and they do honor the system. Because it's like, if you notice, especially in New York, where people are more verbal and vocal than, like, all those fucking idiots that were like, fuck gay marriage, we can't have fags getting married. I swear to God, a week or two after they made it legal, those guys are like, all right. I guess
I guess that's what it is.
Right. And I think that's the way it works. People are really furious.
That's how we are, though. All right, well,
that's what it is now.
We gave it a shot. Bernie Sanders, that came out today, he's letting a lot of people go, so he's about ready to tap out.
Yeah.
He's getting rid of hundreds of people from his campaign.
He seems like a good enough guy. He's a little old and he's just too socialist for me, but I think he's a decent
But he also brought, like, at least the dialogue's there. Absolutely. Like, that there might be solutions. Like, here's the fucked up thing, man, that I didn't realize was that, like, this whole idea that, you can do whatever you want if you just put your mind to it, and America's, enable you to do that. I don't know if it's really that true. And like, I read this piece about how the numbers, like, in terms of why Trump is successful with more poor people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, apparently the numbers of death, the mortality rates for, like, middle-aged, white men are, like, at wartime casualty levels because of suicide, alcoholism, and opiate addiction, drug overdose. And, like, it's like, if there's that much fuck this going on, it's really sad that there's that many hopeless people in a country that's supposed to be so goddamn advanced that we can't fucking, figure out how to reasonably deal with create a government that could somehow create some sort of support system for, that many people are dying of that kind of crazy bullshit that they're seeing their way of life or all their dreams or the possibility of moving forward disappearing.
Right.
And that shouldn't be the way it is.
They lost hope.
Right, and that's fucked up. So they get angry. So I think a lot of the vote for Trump is like Metzger said on Louis' show. It's like, let's get it over with.
Right.
And, like, whatever. He's a character. He's a personality. He's a comedian. But, whatever.
Are a lot of people depressed, too, because they're, like, or suicidal or whatever, because we've kind of been taught that we're entitled to certain things and we forget that we have to work for them. Like, there's a lot of people who may have been in that position, as opposed to the hope disappearing. Maybe things don't come as easily as they wanted them to, and that puts you into a depressed place,
where do you got the fucking jobs? I mean, a lot of jobs came back, but, like, I don't know, like, the thing is like, what I don't get with infrastructure and stuff like that, and maybe I'm naive, and I might be, and I'm sure that there's plenty of your listeners that call me a fucking, commie or whatever they want, but it seems like when you really think about the shit that needs to be done in this country on a, city by city level, just, infrastructure, national parks, all that shit that could make this country a better place and not decaying, why wouldn't the government create some sort of New Deal program to where those jobs can be created and we can fix it and all do our part to pay the taxes necessary to make this place a better place, as opposed to relying on private companies who are going to look to do it cheaply and to do it poorly and to fucking, scam out, whatever, local government will give them the money to get it done. I don't understand why we can't be grown up enough to say, like, well, maybe it's not such a bad idea to socialize some shit.
I don't trust them with my money, to be honest. They make decisions I don't respect. I don't trust them to do the right thing.
Why can't we build faith in a government or elect the right fucking people? See, that's the fucking problem. It's not, like, people talk about big government, that's one thing, but the truth of the matter is they're all fucking hucksters. The U.S. government's like a money laundering operation. They're all on the fucking take. We don't trust the representatives, and we assume that they're all fucking, they're all bad.
And they're all in the same system. That's, to me, is one thing that I like about Trump, is that he shakes the idea. He's kind of shaking the tree, and everybody is kind of looking at, like, oh God, these people do really suck.
Yeah.
So I think that in worst case, I like him for that. That's the main thing I like about him, is that they are going to be forced to interact differently after this. Whether he wins or loses, they all see how completely breakable they are with a guy like that. He literally came in, inexperienced politician, and is destroying all of them at their own game. And I'm not it's not that Americans are all retarded and we just like the guy who was on TV.
Right.
He's pointing out exactly what we hate about them.
Right, breaking down the system,
and that feels very satisfying.
You said it in there. We got to build the faith in our government again. And then I'm with Jimmy. Then I wouldn't mind paying all these taxes because then I'm like, okay, I know these guys are spending it properly.
And how about letting the fucking people that that are able to hide all that? I mean, look, I'm glad people get rich, but it's got to come back in, man. Mm-hmm. It's got why do I got to pay the lion's share?
Agreed.
And people that have $1 billion can just go hide it on an island.
They're the ones that get the breaks. It's kind of
that's how power is maintained. That's
crazy, huh?
Well, yeah, it's
what about?
disturbing.
I mean, look at the water in Flint, Michigan. We can't even figure out water for people. And you think?
Well, they knew it. They
but that's not an isolated case. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other areas that are going to have a Flint, Michigan on their hands as far as the water. Because like you said, don't tell anyone this shit's old.
Right, and that's also because they work around regulations and local politicians do shitty things.
Right.
Because that's the fucking thing about when you talk to a politician or when you know what who wants that fucking job? You got to have a there's so few of them that are morally fortified or principled people, and that they're also fucking slippery in terms of what they're willing to compromise. Because on some level, that's the nature of the system, but it should be with debate, not just fucking I'm going to sell out. But it's a really tricky thing when your constituents have a high unemployment. You want to bring industry in, and who's going to grease who and for what reason, and is it really going to work out?
Right. You nailed it when you said those guys in the hole said, "Don't tell anyone." That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And they want the job because they love the attention. They love the fame part of
what the politicians.
Yeah, absolutely. They love that shit.
Yeah, and some may have good intentions. They want to change, but most of them they're all the same. They're just better at hiding it than he is. Like, we talked this morning about Cruz. Now he's choosing Carly Fiorina. And it's like, she hates him, or she doesn't respect him, and now all of a sudden she likes him.
It's a Hail Mary pass, and no one buys that shit. But I think what we've grown to believe is, it's all a fucking charade. We're just looking at it as like a sporting event.
Right.
That's his play.
But I think more people now know it's a charade because of Mr. Trump.
Maybe.
I think
he's making this charade look ridiculous because he's just speaking honestly, true to who he is, and I think that's making the rest of them look fucking horrid. If they all talk normally, he wouldn't stand out that much.
But not so much. I don't think he's making Bernie look horrid. And I think that he's making the Republican. No. I think he's making the Republicans look horrid because their entire party is in shambles. That when they tried to integrate the Tea Party into mainstream conservatism, it just blew up on them. So they've got no platform. They've got no fucking point of view. They got no candidates that'll work. Mm-hmm. And he's almost like the guy they created. He if you really kind of take the Republican agenda and make a Superman out of it, like a free market Superman, he's what it looks like. He's actually what it looks like.
I don't even look at it like a Republican. I would vote for him if he was a Democrat. I could care less what letter he has in front of his name. It's as people, they're all the exact same person.
Right.
I don't care if you're a religious conservative or if you're a socialist liberal. They're the same person. And I like the fact that he is kind of going in and treating them the way they deserve to be treated, because they're not treating us honestly. They're not treating us the way I think that the public should be treated by people who we elect.
And Bernie, not so much.
Bernie's the only exception, and the bottom line is even he is way too willing to give away my money.
He feels pretty genuine when he's speaking.
I think he is. I think he's a good guy.
But the giving away the money thing, I don't know, because I can't speak like I've been on the beat of this whole thing. But the nature of the system, when somebody like Trump, he's no different than any other fucking politician in what he claims that he's going to get done. And he does it with a certain momentum and a certain intensity, like he's able to do all that shit. That's just being a good fucking politician. So all his bluster is great, and he may be calling people out because he's a good comic and he knows how to bust balls. But the truth is that the way it works is that you don't make there's no way you can make decisions just based on your impulse. I mean, it's designed a certain way for a reason. So so that we don't have something that looks like a dictatorship or single leader who can make what's the word I'm looking for? Unilateral decisions.
Right.
So, like, I appreciate that he's full of bluster and he claims he's going to do a lot of things. I don't know that he has a tremendous plan to do all that stuff, and if he does, it's still going to have to go through the houses.
Sure.
It's still going to have to be a process of how that works, and that's where things get a little weird with concessions, but that's the nature of the game. Now, if you get corporate money out of the fucking political system, maybe we get some justice. But, I mean, that's like, there are guys that have been working on that for a long time. It's like all these guys are bought and sold, and it becomes difficult then too, because if you have a senator or a governor or somebody that wants to bring jobs to their state, you got to get in line with the corporate entities. But the government's sort of sold out, and it doesn't really represent people; it represents business.
The thing is, he has nothing to lose. Right. I like that. I like a guy going in. It's almost like somebody looking through a storage unit, like in Storage Wars, and you're picking things out and you're saying exactly what they are. Junk, good, junk. But people who need what's in the unit more are really going to, this is terrific. There's something about a guy tearing through on such a public level, and he's making the rest of them look so fucking small as people with integrity. Mm-hmm. He's making them look horrible. And that I like very much. And hopefully in 4 years, we'll get a better group of people.
But I see, in light of that, I don't see his integrity necessarily. I think he's showing a type of lack of integrity that, enables him to be cocky, but I don't see him as some, moral, lighthouse or anything.
Not at all. Trump Jr. raised a good point, though, that he does employ people, which I like. Donald said, how many of these people employed? All these guys, they vote on things or they don't vote on things, but they haven't ever employed anything or really done anything. Mm-hmm. But again, it crosses both sides for me. It crosses the parties.
It's exciting.
Like
it's exciting.
I want him to win.
It's exciting, but he still scares the shit out of me.
Oh, no, I want him to win.
He scares the shit out of me. I'm not going to...
Well, it's going to be interesting. Him and Hillary going at it for real when it's just two of them. It's going to be interesting.
Wow, everyone's going to be watching that.
I'll watch that. I haven't watched anything up to this point.
Oh, you've been kind of like getting away from it?
No, I don't talk about it at all.
No,
this is the most I've talked about it in fucking years.
Oh, no, but you're watching the whole process.
No, I'm not.
You're not watching it. It's so fascinating.
No, to me, it's a fucking embarrassment.
I haven't watched so many debates in my life as this.
Well, you guys come in and you got to talk about it every day.
Yeah.
I really have been checked out, somewhat intentionally and somewhat apathetically, but I'll wait till it really gets serious.
We talked about that. You kind of moved away from
I don't have much respect
bit.
for the process, my friend.
Good for you.
It's like when people are like, this is the funny thing that fucking annoys me really, is that, when I talked to Obama, and I didn't seek to speak to the president. I was sought out for whatever reason. He was pretty clear about the reason, but I did what I did with the president to honor what I do. And then there were questions like, well, you can talk to Hillary or Trump. And I'm like, I'm not talking to candidates. I was asked by my president. There's this issue about that. And then there were people that were sort of like, who refused to respect him as president, which makes me nauseous. It's like, this is the fucking sad thing about America. It's like, he's everyone's president. There's no like weird kind of like, you're not my president. No, he is. He's your president. And, you ought to be a fucking grown up and you ride it out and you wait until the people make another decision. Don't be a fucking, asshole.
Right.
He's not who the fuck are you? And the lack of respect for the office, and I get it, he's a politician too, but I mean, we do have a great system here. It could be even better. It's worked for a long time, but I have no respect or sympathy for people who distance themselves from.
Say he's not my president.
What? That's un-American.
And people spun your interview with Obama and said, "When are you going to talk to like?"
They didn't spin it. There was a curiosity. It was like
it's a fair question.
It's a fair question. I just say, look, I'm not. I don't do politics, but I'll talk to the president.
That was just once in a. You can't even say a lifetime. That's just
no. It was completely bizarre. It's
almost a miracle.
Yeah, it was
in a way.
And all I cared about that day was to, see if I can talk to the guy. And I think there was about a half hour there where we talked to the guy.
I said it last year. You did an amazing job.
Thanks,
that was an amazing listen, man. And we have a video of him discussing the behind-the-scenes thing. Maybe we should tweet that out again, because it was just, I was on the edge of my seat hearing how it all went down and the nerves you were feeling as they were pulling up and the guys were showing up. And, oh, my God, I don't know. I think I would have shit my pants. Marc Maron, always a great guest. We're going to wrap up because you guys are doing town hall in
we are at 11 a.m.
right?
here, yes.
So it's Maron Season 4 premiering on May 4th. What do we got? A little over a week, I guess?
I saw the first episode. It's so good.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It feels nice nice to say that and really mean it, like, and have really watched it and really enjoyed it.
Oh, thanks, man.
How does one see the first episode before
You got the
May
press
4th?
kit. You got the press kit.
I didn't get no press kit. Did I get it?
Yeah, you sent it back. You wrote back. You said, I have no interest.
Okay.
You know, you probably got it.
I really
we'll
don't
talk
remember.
to Mark about it.
I really don't remember getting the first episode.
You probably
I absolutely watched that.
Roland's got him in his office. There's two.
I'm sure it's my
I got an
fault.
email.
Okay, season 4 premieres May 4th at 9 p.m. on IFC. Of course, Maron. The What the Fuck podcast, WTFpod.com, at Marc Maron on Twitter. Anything else there, Mark?
Nope, that's it. Sounds good. No, because it's L.A. You got L.A. people? I'll be at the Tripany House May and June, starting May 10th, Tuesdays, trying to work out a new hour.
Okay.
That's an L.A. thing.
And we got some L.A. people.
Yeah, I think you do.
We got some nice L.A. people out there. Chris Distefano, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tomorrow and Saturday, Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Then May 13th and 14th, Governors in Levittown, Long Island. And ChrisDComedy.com for all your dates.
Yeah, man.
Is that good?
That's good. Yeah, sorry I didn't say much the last half. I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're great. I appreciate you not saying anything.
I was just listening. I was just listening. I was like, what am I going to butt in and say? I have nothing to talk. I'm sorry. I've never been to Austin. I don't know much about politics.
You were in Austin.
No, I didn't. I didn't go. I did fucking Carmine's Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie instead, like a fucking asshole.
You honored the gig.
I did. I honored the commitment.
No shame in that.
Mark, look what I just...
That's it. That's the folder.
I was just handed this.
Open it right up and look at that picture.
I saw it. It's creepy.
Those are the billboards in L.A. That was my idea.
Let me see it.
Look at the beard. I thought I grew a crazy beard in the winter. You beat me out.
Well, I grew it because I wanted to look like I fucking lost it.
Wow, that's a great picture. We got to tweet that out. Tweet that out to the people. That's a crazy beard. Holy shit. All right. And Jimmy's home this weekend, moving, I think, but next weekend back on.
Where are you moving?
I'm just staying in the city.
Oh.
Then the 5th of... I'm going to Baltimore Rams Head Inn. Friday the 6th, I'm at the Sands Hotel and Casino in Bethlehem. And then I finally get back out to LA the 26th. The Novo, which used to be Club Nokia, and then the 27th, I'm at the Mirage in Vegas. And then,
you like playing Vegas?
You know, it's a decent gig. I couldn't do it every weekend, but I do like getting out there once a year. I always have fun when I'm there. And then Saturday, June 11th, West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center.
Nice.
And more dates to be announced.
Marc Maron, always a fucking pleasure.
Great seeing you guys.
And then, again, I don't know when the town hall will be up, but we do that from 11 to noon.
Yeah, we'll figure out when it airs.
We're going to do it in front of people?
I think so, yeah. They asked me last week.
Oh, you got people.
Okay.
They're awaiting in the lobby. So
Are they?
I believe so.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.